We're right here. We got the lotion, the conditioner, the soap opera digest. Hey, next time you want something, get stuff. We got for errand boys.
You're... Thanks for liking the live evolve. I'm on a dog walk right now. So I figured I'd, you know, dog walk. Come on, Daisy. That's good, that's good, that's good. Oh, thanks. Damn. The support is crazy from the homies. Yeah, I gotta drive that engagement. Thank you. Should I go all the way up with it? Oh, hey. Are you actually going to debate me today on veganism? Yeah, you want to debate right now? I'm down to do it right now. I didn't prep or anything because TBH, I wasn't sure how serious you were about it, but yeah, if you wanna come up, we can talk. Okay, cool. Home run one. Okay. I don't use notes. Yeah, me either. I go all off the top. I don't fall off a lot. You can catch me whipping donuts on Paul Walker's block. I don't use notes. Yeah. Daisy. Daisy. What's up, Leo? What's up, Izmar?
Yo, what's going on, bro?
Hey, yo, can I say an honest thing? There's a weird incongruence with the amount of respect I have for you, which is high, and some of the panels I see you on, which are debating stuff that I like super disagree with.
Like what? Like pro-life or something?
More like I think it's like. You can correct me if I'm wrong because I'm blanking on like what I just see like sitting on panels where stuff like women know your place is being discussed or something, or like maybe some political thing or something.
I usually don't do like the men and women ones. I mean maybe occasionally, but like sometimes I do the political ones because they're kind of
You're like conservative, right?
Yeah, relative. I mean,
Yeah, it's probably that one then.
I wouldn't have called myself conservative like 3 or 4 years ago, but like I voted for Trump. Like generally, my views are a little bit more conservative now, I guess.
Yeah. So maybe did you request to talk about a topic, or are you? Okay?
I was thinking about the vegan meat eaters thing, but we could talk about something else if you prefer.
Yeah. Well, we can just real quick if we want to go into the realm of politics. You know, like I always my biggest thing about like Trumpers is like. So like, do you just like deny J6 or like how does that play into?
I mean, like I just like I don't. Firstly, I don't know that much about it. First off, secondly, okay. Like I don't think it's that big a deal. Like from like what he said, like if you're referencing like what he like people say like he asked Pence to like not certify the stuff and stuff like that.
Yeah, and the 74 false electorate slates that were.
Yeah, like bro, like most of this stuff that like from my perspective, like again. Like yeah, I just think it's bullshit, to be honest. Like everything they say, like even like what was the committee like the
36 committee?
The committee that just came out and said something that was like I forgot what it was. But it was the other way around. Like they said, what was it? Like I just don't trust these people, bro. I don't trust the politicians. I don't trust like what they say. Like if a committee comes and says they found this, this, and this, I'm like, to be honest, I just don't trust you guys. Like I just go based off of like what I see, what I hear. Do I think Trump is like the perfect dude? Like obviously not. Do I think he's hilarious? Yes. Do I think that like
there's definitely some comedy there. But like I don't know. It's like there's this like mistrust of government, right? That I think is healthy, but then there's like this mistrust of government at a level which I think is like conspiratorial. And I just like I've watched so many friends of mine go from like the healthy skepticism to like like I don't know. There's fluoride in the water, and I'm just like, okay, well, here's
Well, there is fluoride in the water.
Well, I mean, wait, do you think that that's bad?
Well, what's the purpose of it?
Yeah, to strengthen our teeth. It's like scientifically proven.
Wait, so why can't I just use my toothpaste?
Okay, well, so do you think that the government is
Well,
using
I'm
water-
asking, like, do you think it's reasonable to ask questions as to like why they're putting this stuff in? Like,
Of course,
they don't
of course
they
I
don't
do,
put like
but
antibiotics in it. Like that would probably help me like not get sick or something.
what
But
if,
like,
what if the solubility in water of antibiotics isn't like ethical?
but shouldn't I have a choice? Shouldn't I have a choice if I want
Look,
something to
listen.
clean my teeth in my water
Yeah,
instead of
but
somebody just forcing me to take it?
the question is, do you think that because this is what people think, right?
I don't know
And
what it's causing. I don't know what it's doing, but it makes sense to ask about it.
Yeah, but so the conspiracy is and this is like a diet version, right? What you believe, but the conspiracy is that the fluoride in the water dulls the powers of your pineal gland.
It's
You know that?
possible. I don't know. I mean, certainly
What do
your
you mean it's
pineal gland
possible?
calcifies, but I don't even know what that even means. Like, I don't know necessarily what happens, right? Like,
That's like
iodine's
the
supposed
people
to
who
help
believe in
fix
like.
your pineal gland, but like, I don't even know.
Do you believe the pineal gland is like an organ that you can use or something?
It's an organ, certainly.
Well, it's like a part of the body.
Yeah, it's an organ of it's a part of your
Yeah,
brain.
but
Yeah.
do you think that you can use it to like tap into the chakra alignment of the gemstones and
No,
like
but it like helps with like sleep and stuff, like melatonin production.
yeah, so I guess like if you were to research the efficacy of fluoridation of water, and you found that like overwhelmingly the benefits are positive, right?
But see, like, bro, this is the thing. Like, I don't like. I understand what you're saying. You think like from your perspective, you think like, oh, there's all these conspiracies and these people have heard all these things enough times that now they believe these things. But like, bro, do you know how these pharmaceutical companies do their testing? They don't like the FDA doesn't get the data. They get the results of the data that they've already analyzed. Like, I just don't trust these people, bro. Like, I
But
know what the reason why they're in these businesses is to make a fuckload of money.
you
And I know how
support
people are. I'm distrusting of people in general. Like when I see people on the street, I don't just trust them. I think a lot of people are liars. People are doing things for their self-interest. And when their self-interest aligns with mine, then it benefits me. But when it doesn't, they don't give a fuck. And so like,
yeah, but my
yeah.
question is right. So are you out here like saying like abolish the roads? Like, do you want to get rid of highways?
No.
Okay, so but we agree that like automobile like accidents are like one of the leading causes of the croak,
Wait, the
right?
what?
Like croaking, like
Oh,
exiting.
yeah.
Okay, so like let's say that fluoridation of water had an efficacy rate that was like way below driving on the highway does. Would you like change your stance if you saw that like on it helped more people than car accidents hurt people or something? You know what I'm trying to say?
No, I don't understand.
Okay, let me put it. That was kind of mumbo jumbo. So let me try again. So we both agree that the utility that having a streamlined driving system provides is worth X amount of people, being, mangled a year. Do we agree?
Yeah, sure. Because yeah.
Yeah, we reap the benefits. We're alienated from the consequences. It's just more effective to let's say do the
Right,
things that the
but see the issue I'm gonna have is like I can like not go in my car if I'm scared about it, right? Like I can't not drink the water. Like I have to like
well, you can drink non-fluoridated water for sure.
right. But the car that I'm like the road itself doesn't cause like people to be unalived, right? Like if the road itself just caused random people to be unalived, whether they right, whether
Okay,
they
yeah.
okay, and it's like a public road, like okay, but like
I'm not okay.
the
I'm not
cars,
sure that sounds good, like rhetorically, but I mean that's enough to make me look bad, I guess. But so I guess
I get what you're saying. You're saying if the outcomes are good enough, then like, does it make sense to add fluoride? Yeah, but I like again, my whole point is that like I'm not convinced that's the case. Again, I'm not necessarily against it, right? Like,
yeah,
but
yeah.
I don't drink tap water because like maybe it's bad, right? Like, but there's a lot of things I do that are like that, right?
But
Like
a lot of
I
people,
I
a lot
don't
of
go
people.
outside when it's like if it's like super smoky outside. I'm not gonna go outside and start breathing the air and like You know what I mean? Like I try to
Yeah.
do things that whether I'm right or wrong, like if I hear it's bad, I'm like try to avoid it if I can,
Have you
just
ever
in
been
case.
not conservative in your life?
I mean, I'm pretty middle of the road. I think like I've become I to be honest, the left has gone more left, and it's like almost like
Bro,
an
do
anger
you
to
think
like
that our left is even close to like leftist countries left?
well I don't know how it compares. To be honest, I don't know that many people that are like any people that I know from other countries. I don't speak to them politically, so like
Yeah, because they're kind of
I don't
stinky.
really know how that works in other countries.
I'm just kidding. So okay, maybe a couple more points on this, and then we can talk about veganism if you want. But like, so let's say that you looked into J6 and you see that Trump did ask you know for false slates of electors, and Trump did ask them to be counted instead of the actual electorate votes.
Yeah, I think that's bad. I think that's wrong. I don't think he should have done
Yeah,
that.
but I mean the damage is done now if you voted for him. But like, well, I mean, are you from a swing state?
No, I'm in Virginia.
Wait, what's your address? I'm also in Virginia.
Wait, no, I'm in Northern Virginia.
Okay,
Where are you in Virginia?
I'm in I'm in Southern Virginia.
Southwest or
I'm
the
not
beach?
telling. I'm not telling.
I went to school at Radford in Southwest. That's all
Oh,
right.
nice. I have a friend named Radford. She's vegan. You ever
Okay.
heard of a Segway?
Huh?
You ever heard of a Segway? Yeah. So, okay, you ready for veganism?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So the question is, do you think that it's a morally good decision to vote with your dollar for cows to be factory farmed?
Well, factory farming, I think is different. Like, I think I prefer not to eat. I mean, I'm sure some of the food that I eat is factory farmed. Certainly, anything I get from like a fast food restaurant, which I don't do much, but or even just a restaurant in general. But like, I try to get good meat. Yeah, I think factory farming is bad.
This is called you know what the Presto fallacy is? I just made it up.
No.
Yeah, so I'm gonna start saying this. Well, not because of you. You're just part of it. Like, yeah. So Presto, any meat eater that eats meat, they buy corpses from Whole Foods or something. When you talk to them about veganism, Presto, all of a sudden they only buy from like local butcheries who like give the cows massages for an hour. It's like, do you buy meat from Walmart or something, or like not Walmart? I'm not like trying to class you,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
like,
but I get grass fed, grass finished meat. Like, it still could be factory. I mean, it's not factory farmed in the same way, but it could be like they could be in bad like environments, right?
well,
Like,
do you know that there's like legal requirements for criteria you have to meet before you can put grass fed on a label?
yeah. Well, I'm saying grass fed, grass finished, because most cows are grass fed, right? So what they get fed grass for like I don't know the percentage, but let's just say like 90% of their life, right? And then they're like a certain weight, right? And then at the end of their life, they give them grains so that they like fatten up so they can make some more fucking money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just eat it. The ones
So
I eat are like fed grass their whole life.
yeah, but does it say that on the label?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So the label thing is going to be a legal issue, not a what am I trying to say? Not a
It's
descriptor.
sustainability. Yeah.
Yeah, the label is a legal thing, right? Like if a cow has X amount of square feet to walk around, right, and is fed a diet of like, like what is it, like alfalfa and like oats or whatever, and
Well,
like
no, that's what I'm
soy.
saying. The ones that I eat don't eat any of that. They only eat grass. So they just
Yeah, but I'm
they're
just saying that like grass fed doesn't mean that they only eat grass. It's
I know, but
illegal.
no, grass finished does though.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'm not familiar
Yeah,
with
yeah,
that
yeah.
term, but like,
Because
do you
anybody
ever
can put
buy?
grass fed, but if they put 100% grass fed, that's a distinction because they're saying 100% of its life has been fed grass, meaning it's been in the fields grazing grass their whole life.
Yeah, it got it from the mud,
Yeah,
Yeah. So I mean, there's just gonna be some dissonance here, but like, do you think that you need? I guess the other question I ask, if you're like saying that, you do what you can to not support factory farming, is like, I don't think that you should be able to take the life of something that doesn't want to die if you don't have to. Do you think that you should be able to do that?
Well, the life of anything. I think we have to
The
eat
life
life
of something
to lot
specifically
to be
that doesn't
alive.
want to die.
So like, I mean, this I don't want to take it too ridiculous, but like, Like, can plants not want to die?
They
Probably not.
cannot not want to die. Plants don't have an experience.
Okay, so how do I know which ones have an experience and which ones don't? So, like, do insects? Could I eat insects or no?
Well, I mean, if you wanted to, and it would make you stop eating cows, I would say hell yeah.
But
Right?
what if it doesn't want to die?
But that's fine. But like, want here is like, do you think that you have more moral value than a cow?
Yeah.
Me too. Do you think that a cow has more moral value than a fish?
Yeah.
Me too. Do you think a fish has more moral value than a mosquito?
Yeah. I don't know. They're pretty close.
All right, cool. Yeah, so there's just some threshold there where moral value is lost. So like, if
Yeah.
you can entertain this hypothetical, let's imagine, or like, oh wait, do you think that factory farming dogs would be okay? Well,
I don't think I think if you can do it without, it's preferential to do it without.
Do you think that grass-fed and grass-finished 100% dogs would be okay?
to eat?
Yeah.
Like to some people, like, yeah, I could see. I mean, like to me, it's not right because I grew up around dogs. I like dog. Like to me, like again, my reason, like the thing that separates things from me is like their likeness to me, how similar they seem to be to me, right? Like unaliving a monkey to eat it seems like much worse than a cow, right? And then like a cow seems much worse than like an insect, right?
Yeah.
But like
So I
it
guess
seems all to be tied to me. It seems like the closer they are to me, the more of an issue I have with it.
if you had to unalive a baby or a trillion cows, what would you pick?
A trillion cows.
Is there any number of cows such that you would pick the other option?
Unless it had impact to humans, probably not. Like if it was going to have like some follow up, like if you say, oh, you unalive these trillion cows, now nobody can eat. Okay, that's a problem. But like if it's just like
so
life for life.
Let's say that like button A, some random infant unalives. Button B, always as sort of like a comet orbiting our Earth, right? Infinite cows are being spawned into existence in a mile like ball, right? And they're just being like tortured until they're unalived, and then they spawn in more cows and all that forever. Which one would you pick?
to be, I'm being honest, bro.
I believe you.
I prefer the cows, bro.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it would be like it would be like the eighth wonder of the world, right?
I mean, it would be, it would still be bad, right? Like, still think that's not good. But like, I don't give a fuck about those cows, bro. When it's compared to a human.
Somebody said not reality. Hey, Izmar, you think I was trying to trick you to thinking that was reality?
No, I just think it's just funny. Yeah, you know. It's
Yo,
good.
the halo, yeah. If we had rings around our Earth like Saturn does, but it was just made of cows being fucking, poked in the eye, like. Okay. I mean,
so obviously, like if you obviously it'd be easier for me to if you said like 7 trillion insects, I'd be like that's a little bit easier for me to accept to say yes to, right? And then the further you get, but like, yeah, like the first.
Wait. Elaborate on that.
Like it seems to be the further away it is from like me and my experience, like the worse I feel about it. And like see, like dogs it makes you think because it's like. Dogs aren't necessarily like I may choose a dog over some like other humans sometimes, right? Like so there's also like a relationship piece to it.
Thank you.
Like,
yeah, that's honest.
But I also don't care about like dogs that I don't have relationships with as much as I care about the ones that I do. So it's like I don't know, it's a weird.
So let's just imagine, like, have you ever had a dog?
Yeah, I have dogs.
Do you care if I use that as an example?
No.
Okay, so let's say that like in World 1 there's a cow. Right? You're okay with eating that thing. And at the end of this series of possible worlds, there's a dog. You're not okay with eating that thing. Let's just say it's your dog, right?
Mm-hmm.
And let's say, like, maybe in World 2, the cow, if you were to, like, put it in some science machine, you'd figure out that, like, for some unexplainable reason, there's one dog hair on this cow that's like a German Shepherd variety or whatever. And you can cut it off, but it keeps growing back as a German Shepherd hair or something. And let's just imagine, like, there's a series of possible worlds that slowly trait equalize the cow to your dog. Where in that series of trait equalization do you think that moral value for the being is gained?
Well, I see. I would think it would be it would be every single trait, right? Like it sounds like so dumb to say that like each hair is now like giving it more value, but like. I think that's what it is. That like.
Okay, so then let me just reductio that, right?
Okay.
Yeah, if you took your dog to the vet and they said for some unexplained reason your dog has a cow hair and we shaved it off, right? But the follicle is cow, and so it's gonna grow back a cow hair. Would you say, oh, good, because I don't get paid for a couple of days and we need groceries?
Yeah, I mean, like I don't think there's like some like hard and fast rule. Like I don't think there's like, you know what I mean. It just seems to be like the closer things are to me, just generally, right? Excluding any relationships or any like emotional pieces to it, the more similar that something is to me, right?
Yeah.
Like the worse I feel about unaliving it, right?
Okay,
And
so
but then also the more of a relationship I have with something, the worse I feel about unaliving that thing.
so
Also,
for your cow, for your dog that had a cow hair, you would say can't turn that into a burger, or can.
cannot.
And then for another person's
Well, like
dog,
my dog, like if I had cows, I wouldn't unalive my own cows either.
you would care about them?
Probably if I looked him in the eyes every day and pet him on the fucking ears and shit.
Bro, you sound like a future vegan. Not gonna lie. Okay, so you don't need the logical argument. You need the emotive ones, right? You've watched Dominion, right? I'm just kidding. I don't care that people watch Dominion. I don't want to make people sad. I mean, like to a degree. Like I think that for me, being convinced to go vegan by an argument, and then once I was already vegan, watching this had more of a profound effect on me. But
So
yeah,
like, do you think like things like eggs are bad?
I mean, look.
Like that never made any sense to me. People were like, "Oh, you're stealing from the chicken." I'm like, "Shut the fuck up! What are you talking about?"
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I know that chickens use their calcium to make eggshells, and I know that after eggs are hatched, chickens will re-eat the shell to absorb the calcium again. Otherwise, they have weak bones. That aside, right? If you're reaching into a chicken's nest, like every other time they lay an egg and just like yoinking one, is that going to be like? Are you going to have an obligation not to do that? I don't think so. Are you going to have a responsibility not to do that? I mean, maybe. But under my semantics of veganism is just like as much as you can minimizing the suffering of sentient beings, right?
Sure.
So
I hold that too, but like to like if I feel healthier eating meat, then is it justified now? Like,
well,
am I minimizing it?
if you are healthier eating meat, maybe, but you're not, right?
Well, I think I am. I feel better. I feel happy.
I know that you feel better, right? But like if you just ask a nutritionist, like, can I be just as healthy and be plant based? They're gonna say yes, and then like the jury's out on that, right?
Well, but there are some micronutrients that you need to supplement.
Yeah. Well, same with an omnivorous diet.
No.
Okay, I mean, maybe you're just uninformed or misinformed, but you need to supplement B12 if you're on an omnivorous diet.
No, you
and
don't.
take
No, you don't.
multivitamins.
I've studied nutrition. I have like a couple of nutrition certifications. You don't need. No, you don't. If you
Okay.
don't need. So you're saying everybody needs supplementation no matter what?
Yeah, because
No. Then
our
how do
body-
we survive? How do we survive all these
look,
years?
Your body can't produce heme iron, right? Your body can't produce B12.
Wait, you get iron from meat?
You also get iron from plants. Where do you think the
Right. Okay, but okay. So we don't need that from supplementation.
Ismar? That's just dishonest. Where
What nutrient can we not get from an omnivorous diet?
you can get every nutrient from both, but you can't get enough B12. And
Yes, you can. If you eat enough meat, you certainly can.
come on, man.
Okay. What?
Wait. Actually, you know what?
Look, are we comfortable going with the daily required vitamins from whatever the U.S. government said?
Wait, why would you take that?
I'm happy to put my own values to it, but I'm just trying to get a middle ground here.
Look,
so B12.
I'm saying, why would you trust?
daily value?
This is just going to be an empirical claim that we can both research, right? I don't really care about the empirical stuff, but you can Google it for sure. And the question could be like,
It says 2.4 micrograms is the recommended from the Mayo Clinic. The 2.4 micrograms MCG, so not milligrams, micrograms. And
MCG isn't micrograms. UG is micrograms.
It says the recommended daily amount for vitamin B12 for adults is 2.4 micrograms MCG.
Yeah, I think maybe they're just using some weird notation, but micrograms is UG.
Well, I don't think it's a U. It's like that. It's like that weird character. I don't know if that's a U.
Okay. It looks.
I don't know.
It looks like.
Okay, so let me just look. Okay, let me just see how much how much B12 is in a 16-ounce ribeye? And I specifically picked a ribeye because it's pretty nutrient dense.
Can you do me a favor and Google
Yeah,
search?
yeah.
You know, is B12 needed to be supplemented no matter what diet?
You want me to Google that?
Yeah. Wait, or like I'm omnivorous. Do I still need to supplement B12 or something like that?
Okay.
Animals are
Okay,
supplemented.
I searched. I eat an omnivorous diet. Do I need to supplement with B12? The first thing that pops up, it says unlikely to need a vitamin B12 supplement. If you eat an omnivorous diet, you are unlikely to need a vitamin B12 supplement. Omnivores can get B12 from certain seafoods, beef, and dairy. However, if you are vegan, you may need to. I can show you what it says too.
You're breaking up. You're breaking up real quick. Oh dang! I guess that was just. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna invite you back up. Wait. Oh, I can't see you. Oh, there you are. Okay. That was
That was hilarious.
that was just a tactic.
But yeah, and then so I'm gonna see like because I know.
Wait, Ismar.
Yeah,
People in the comments are coming to my rescue. They're saying they take big ass syringes of B12 and put them into the cow before you eat it. That's why you don't need a supplement because they supplement.
Okay, how about if I say okay, I'll search a grass-fed, grass-finished ribeye and see how much B12 is in that. Is that fair? Because then it's not supplemented.
Why is it 100% grass fed? Well, I'm not sure about the legal claims there versus like if that is that a descriptor. Veggies would probably know more than I do, but
If they're grass-fed, grass-finished, it means they've consumed only
no.
grass.
I mean, I
It
get
literally
like,
is
you and I are
both.
talking about it, but on the labels, grass fed doesn't mean that. It means they have like.
I told you there's a distinction between it's just saying grass-fed, meaning it was fed grass at some point in his life, versus saying 100% grass-fed or saying grass-fed, grass-finished. Because all the cows get grass, right? They're fucking cows, but
Yeah.
some get grains and supplementation at the end of their life so they can get bigger, so they can make more money.
Yeah, and you think I'm just gonna take your word on that? I'm just kidding.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna try this. I'm just gonna see. Wait. So Mitch is saying that meat itself doesn't have B12 in it. Is pretty crazy. So if I kill an elk, how about I do elk? Is that fair? If I see how much B12 is in elk, or is there Is there a wild game animal?
I don't think that's what Mitch was saying.
Sorry.
That's not what Mitch was saying. He's in there supplemented with it, meaning they might have some, but they are supplemented with more.
Right, but he's saying animals are supplemented with B12. If you eat meat products, you may not need to.
Yeah,
But it's not because they're supplemented. It's because they have B12 in their muscle meat.
Maybe they have. Look, Ismar, do you agree that somebody can have something? Do you have $50?
Yeah.
Okay, do you have $10 trillion?
Yeah. No.
Imagine. Checkmate. What's up, Jesse? 1 second, I'm gonna take like a 10-minute hiatus or a 5-minute hiatus, but I'll be back. Ismar, you can run the show now
Okay.
for 5 minutes. You can bloviate.
You oddball. How does animals are supplemented mean? Yeah, because you insinuated, Mitch, that like it was because of the supplementation that they have this B12. Whether they're supplemented or not, you can get sufficient B12 from meat. Is the point? So like you bring up the supplementation doesn't move anything. Animals do not naturally have B12. What are you talking about? Okay, so name one animal. Name one. What are they called? The fucking animals that eat grass that don't have B12. Ruminids. Like name one ruminid. We'll just look it up. That doesn't have B12 in its muscle meat. All? Okay. Beef has B12. Like, what are you talking about? Elk has B12. Venison has B12. Guys, you're saying it's not sufficient for us. Like, what does that even mean? What do you mean it's not sufficient for us?
Wait, that's sincere? You don't know what that means?
What do you mean it's not sufficient? We've been eating meat for thousands of years. What is
Yeah, and
considered
maybe we've been
sufficient?
malnutrition, but not malnutrition enough to unalive.
What?
Do you agree that somebody can get less than 100% nutrition and still be alive?
No, if you're not getting sufficient nutrition, you'll eventually die as a result of that.
That's just going to be a hugely controversial take.
Well, then what do you mean by malnutrition? If you don't mean that you're going to unalive from it, if you continue on that path.
Yeah, I'm saying you're not getting 100% of the nutrition.
What is 100% of the nutrition? What is
all the nutrition you need?
And how do I know what I need if we're not referencing?
I don't care. I'm not talking about the epistemological claim.
Look, if something is not like, if you say you need like a certain amount of like water, and I'm like, okay, if I don't get that much water, am I going to unalive from it? And you're like, no. I'm like, okay, then what do you mean I need it?
Oh, I get it. Like need equals like the amount required not to die. No. I guess like
or meet some kind of sufficient like functioning or something.
Yeah. So I'm talking about like the recommended amount.
Yeah, we can certainly get the recommended amount through animal meat.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you don't get the recommended amount, but you get very close to it, you're not going to unalive because of that.
Yeah, no, you will eventually.
Look, if you get 7 hours and 30, if you get 5 hours and 59 minutes of sleep every day, are you going to unalive from that?
Yeah, but I would say then you're getting a sufficient amount of sleep.
Okay, well, scientists would disagree with you, weather boy.
I don't think they would disagree. It's sufficient. Okay, I'm gonna try to figure out how much B12. I never got to how much B12 is in it.
Wait. I have a different question. What are the reasons? Do you think that you could be like relatively as healthy if you went vegan?
Yeah, I think if everyone just stopped eating bullshit processed food, we'd all be way healthier. Like, I feel like most people who eat mostly meat are probably like for me, I think the thing that makes you mostly healthy is eating whole foods. Like by whole foods, I mean foods that come like directly from earth, like least processed.
So the question is, what commitments do you have that prevent you from, not harming the cows that you would care about if they were your cows?
Like my feelings, like what do you mean? Like, well, like what's causing this to happen? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, well, you said that like you like cows, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and if they were yours, you would like them, and you said like you wouldn't unalive them, right? Do you agree that like any amount of participation in the supply chain is going to promote like voting for factory farming to happen, even if it's like grass fed or whatever? Like,
no, I don't think no, I think if you're like, you could be hunting meat, you could be eating grass fed, grass finished. Again, I'm not saying grass fed, grass finished isn't necessarily bad. I'm just saying it's going to be better.
Look, the question is just going to be like, wouldn't it be more of a statement against like wouldn't it be more in line with your intuitions about like how it's wrong to harm a cow to just not eat cow at all?
No.
Okay, so then how do you ethically take the life of
there's some cows that I don't care about, right? Like, I think that's fine to say, right? Like, just because you say you care about all humans, right? To then say I care about my kids more because I have a relationship, or I care about my friends more, right? I don't think that's like an issue. Like, I think that's just normal.
Yeah, I think that's normal too. But I guess I'm just saying, like, if you care enough about cows to like look into,
like, for example, like if you had a pet snake or something like that, right? Like you might not want to unalive that snake, but then like if you saw another snake outside, like you might not care. Like, I feel like this is like I don't know the reason why I have this feeling, right? Like, I don't know, but like I do.
You're like painting it with a brush that I'm not trying to paint with. I'm just saying that like it seems like you care enough to at least avoid meat that is produced through factory farms.
Yeah, and I try to. I try to.
Okay, then like I'm saying, like, what's the reason that you don't just take it that one more step? Animals eat animals. Yeah, animals also grape their children. Is that okay, Frank?
Yeah, because again, saying that like I prefer for animals not to suffer is different than me saying that like I care enough to like not eat them.
Yeah, but
do you get what I'm saying? Like, right? Like,
look, do you think that cows have moral worth?
Yes, some.
Okay. Do you think that you and I have way more moral worth?
Yes.
Okay. Do you think if you have $10 and I
And like
have
my kids have more worth than everybody on the planet. Like,
yeah. So do you think that, if you have $5 and I have $100, we both have enough money to get a Coke from the vending machine?
wait, sorry, say again. Sorry.
If you have $5 and I have $100, we both have enough money to get a Coke from the vending machine,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Just because you're more poor than me, because you're stinky and you're a weirdo, right? Doesn't mean that we don't both have Coke money. Just
Yeah,
in
but
the same way that
if the
just
Coke is
because
$20, if the
just
Coke is
because
20, what I'm saying is the Coke is $20. So I'm like, okay, he doesn't have enough money for Coke.
yeah, but okay, so you think that cows don't have enough moral worth to want to like to be able to stay alive when they don't want to die?
Yeah, not if I want to eat them.
That's just gonna be like a reductio, right? Like, do you think that okay, like one bite of steak, infinite cows tortured forever to produce that bite, is it worth it?
Probably not.
Okay, so like five cows, one cow tortured for one bite of steak, is it worth it?
Like you're applying this torture. Like this torture changes, right? The thing, because like I'm against animal torture for no reason, obviously, but like
Well, for no reason. I'm just kidding.
yeah, but like unaliving, I don't think necessarily unaliving an animal is torture. Like I don't say I'm not saying it's like better than torture, like not worse than torture. Like maybe you even say it's worse because
Okay,
you're
then
like,
it's equally bad. I don't get it. It just seems like semantics.
well, no, well, yeah, but I think it would be less bad to unalive a cow than torture it.
Well, I would think it would be better
But then
to.
honestly, I would hold it to something maybe different for like I don't know. I don't know what's worse, torture or unaliving something.
Yeah, so like what like your like I'm sorry to do this, but like your kids like unalive or torture, which one?
Uh Probably torture. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
right.
Yeah, I don't
So
know.
what
I don't
what's
know.
what's the reason for
That's
that
why I said
swap
I don't know
there?
because I was
Yeah,
saying when it comes to humans, like,
I know.
uh,
I heard it.
yeah. So I don't know. But like I think for cows, for me, it's pretty clear. I prefer, like, I think unaliving them is I think torturing them is worse than unaliving them. But like for humans, it feels different. I don't know why.
Yeah, but if you had the choice between torture and let's say that you could keep something from ever experiencing in the first place, which one would be better?
Wait, torture or like
Keep
for humans,
something. Yeah, torture
I think it's
or
still the torture thing.
you would rather have humans live and be tortured than them never
Yeah, I
experience.
think so. I mean, yeah.
Okay, so world A, no people. World B, infinite people being tortured for infinite time. Which one is better?
Wait, you said no people or infinite people being tortured?
For infinite time, yeah. Which one's better?
It seems weird to say, but like I prefer the torture one. Um,
That's just gonna be crazy, man. Do you
but,
think?
but I'm trying to be honest, bro. Like if I'm genuinely thinking about what it would be like for there to never be humans, like I think I prefer
What
like
does it
humans being
mean?
tortured.
What does it mean that humans like have a life worth living? If not, they have pleasant experiences sometimes.
Because I value the experience itself. Maybe you're right. Like maybe like no pleasant experiences isn't worth an experience, but like I don't know. Like I value my like negative experiences like the same as I do my positive ones, or at least I try to, right? Like I'm a human, like I get sad and sad sucks compared to happy, but like I try to value because I think the experiences themselves are equal. Like they're just experiences and you're just here for it. So like I don't know.
Bro said I would eat host if I was starving before my dog. I'd share with my dog, of course. Yeah, so I mean, it's just like I don't know. I don't know if people's like intuitions would align with yours. Probably, maybe people in your like social circles would, because like yesterday was the first time I ever thought of that reductio, and but I just think it's weird that you say that so easily, like right, like even through like a chuckle that like you would rather have people live and suffer always than to not experience.
Yeah, because like I said, I value the experience. Like, um, yeah, I mean, I don't know how else to put it. I just value like the human experience, the experience that I have. I value it, whether it's good or bad. Like
Is
sometimes
there
it's
is there
bad.
any experience that you would not value?
Um, I don't. I mean, to like again, I prefer good experiences over bad experiences as a human, like
I
personally.
agree.
But
Like,
like, the value, I think there's value in every experience.
So there's no experience you wouldn't value.
Again, I would I would prefer, like, there are some situations where I
I know
prefer
what
they
you're
didn't
saying.
happen, but I think there's still value in them. Yeah.
Yeah, so okay, I guess World A, no people. World B, only the people required to have a Schmolikost Part 2. Like, which one is better?
Wait, sorry, say again.
Yeah, World A, um, no people at all. World B, only the people required to have the Schmolikost, the sequel. Which one's better?
So like just like Schnazis?
Yeah, and their victims, right?
Again, it's the same thing. I prefer experience over lack of experience.
I think that's worth you thinking about, but maybe you won't.
Wait, what, but why you just apply now you've added people who aren't suffering, right? You already gave me a situation where everybody's suffering. Why would you think that like a situation where like some people are suffering and some people are causing other people to suffer would like change it?
Oh, I didn't think it would. I just hoped it
Oh.
would. Yeah. I don't
I
know.
mean, like when you said everyone's suffering, in my brain, bro. I'm thinking of like the worst possible shit. That people are getting fingers chopped off. People are getting like. I'm thinking
And
of like the worst possible shit. So like, people just being unalived in the Schmolikost is like child's play compared to what the thoughts I was having.
I think that sentence is kind of crazy, but yeah, I mean,
I mean, if you don't think that there could be worse circumstances for people than the Schmolikost, then like we just have different minds because I can imagine a lot of worse
oh no,
things.
no, I can imagine things that are worse, but because of that reason, I would choose World A.
Yeah, I wouldn't like. I very much value the experience itself over like the
I would choose
contents of
World
the
A in both
experience.
circumstances because I'm not a fan of suffering.
Sure, and that's fine.
What's
So
up,
like, I
Ella?
guess. Oh, sorry, you were introducing him.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
I just. Hey, did you have any specific thing you want to talk about?
So what's so wrong about eating meat?
Are you 18?
Yes.
When's your birth year? 3, 2, 1.
Why do I need to tell you? I'm 18. You should already know.
What's your birth year? 3, 2, 1.
That's none.
Sure. All right. Yeah. I mean, you're just gonna have to say you sound like you're 6 years old, so you should be used to people asking your birth year by now. Izmar, what were you about to say?
Um. Oh yeah, I guess. So like for you, if yours is just based off of like these negative experiences that these animals will have, like where, like, so you're saying no. So like if somebody offered you like cricket salad or some shit, you'd be like no because of veganism.
No, I'd be like no because I'm like a picky eater.
So like okay, if you liked crickets, would you eat them?
No, because I like cheeseburgers, but I don't eat them.
No, but that's what I'm trying to understand if insects are outside of the bounds of veganism from your perspective.
If you're asking me for permission to eat crickets if you go vegan, sure.
Well, why would that be allowed?
Why? Because I think crickets can experience less suffering than a cow.
Okay,
And
so
my whole point as a
how much
vegan.
suffering?
Wait, Ismar, my whole I don't. It's not about the amount. It's about the minimization, right? If you can eat a cow or you can eat a cricket, eat the cricket, man.
Right, but if I could just eat an apple.
Yeah, then I would want you to do that.
Okay, so if I have the choice between an apple, a cricket, and a cow, you're saying I should eat the apple every time.
Yeah. I think you're morally obligated or morally responsible. Yeah.
Okay, what if I only have access to apples, crickets, or cows, and I can only have one of any? So
And you have to eat that for the same meal every day.
yeah, so like I would essentially.
Okay, now I would have
unalive-
you. I would have you eat the cow.
Okay, so why? Because it's more nutrient dense.
Yeah, because fruitarian isn't like a sustainable diet. But veganism is a sustainable diet.
Sure. Okay. And okay, so in any case where there's another alternative, you should take the other alternative.
In the case where you can achieve nutrition without suffering, you ought take that path. Yeah.
So like, I mean, I'm not necessarily saying it's wrong. Like it seems to make sense to me. But like, I guess where like where are the bounds? Like, how do I, like, if I say like I feel healthier eating meat versus I feel less healthy eating like vegan, is that enough to say that like
Like,
you can
well,
eat meat?
I mean, I don't really care about your feelings. People can feel that like toddlers are like worth less value than adults, right? But if you saw somebody punching a toddler, and you said, "Why are you doing that?" and they go,
Well, what
"I
if it's
just
my
feel like
suffering?
it's
So is
huh?"
my suffering not considered?
No. I think right there you're using a very theater kid poetic version of the word suffering.
How?
Yeah, because you're saying like, if I don't have my cheeseburger, my heart will suffer the burden, or something like that. Like,
Well, yeah. What if I just feel bad? Like I just feel icky. I just feel like shit.
yeah, but you feeling bad and you not getting enough nutrients are two different things.
But
Like,
it's like me saying
is it possible?
it's like me saying the cow feeling bad because he's stuck in this stupid like box. That's his problem. Like he's just feeling bad. It's like, okay,
Yeah, but
that's
he's
what
not
suffering
just
is.
feeling
Suffering
bad.
is literally just feeling
No.
bad.
Listen. If you went to a nutritionist and they said, like it just doesn't seem like your body's reacting to this plant-based diet, okay, then introduce whatever you
Wait,
need
but
to
why
be
can't I just
healthy.
feel that? Why do I need to go to a
Yeah,
nutritionist to
because
tell
your
me?
feelings can tell you that you don't have cancer, right?
Wait, what? If I can feel the inflammation in
If
my
you feel
body,
healthy, look, if you feel healthy and you go get an MRI and you have leukemia,
wait, why do I like again? Why do I need to do this MRI? Like why do I? If I can do the test myself, I can feel the inflammation in
you
my body. If I
can't do the test yourself,
wait, why
though.
not?
Yeah, because you can't feel how many micrograms of heme iron got absorbed by your like.
Wait, but you can feel the discomfort. You can feel that something has
Yeah,
changed.
discomfort. You can feel discomfort when you're constipated. It doesn't mean you're unhealthy or something. I don't know.
Wait, so
I don't get
do
it.
you think it's possible to feel when you're unhealthy?
Yes.
Okay, so if I'm feeling that I'm unhealthy,
Do you know what a hypochondriac is?
yeah.
You know what Munchausen syndrome is?
I don't, but I've heard
Okay,
of it.
it's when your parents make you feel like you're always sick so they can get
That's
medication.
Munchausen's by proxy. Munchausen's is when you do it to yourself.
Okay, yeah.
Right, okay, so I'm not saying that everyone's always going to be correct, but if I am correct,
So Ismar, that's the question I'm asking. What criteria are you using to determine that your opinion about your feelings is better than
inflammation.
Hey, wait. Sorry, Ismar. 1 second. I wasn't done, okay? What criteria are you using to determine that your intuition is better than a nutritionist test?
Yeah, the feeling, is that not justification?
It's not,
Why
right?
not?
Like, well, I mean, it's not
You're
good
saying
justification.
it's
'Cause
not
wait,
justification because it might be incorrect, but I know it's not. So I know
you
it's
don't know.
correct.
You don't know it's not
How do you know that I don't know that?
because you're saying that if you agree with me that you can feel healthy and you can have cancer, then that's just to agree that feeling healthy isn't a good metric to determine healthiness.
Okay. There's a distinction between. Okay, first off, you just flipped it, right? I'm saying you can feel when you're unhealthy, is what I was saying.
Yeah, and I'm saying you can't always, like with cancer.
Sure. Okay, I agree. I'm talking about in the situations where I can tell that I'm feeling unhealthy.
Okay, then that's just begging the question. Of course, if you
Wait,
can,
could I jump in?
Wait,
Yeah,
that's
are
what
you
I've been saying the
18?
whole time. If I can feel it, I'm not saying like that I'm always going to catch cancer. Like,
Yo,
I'm saying
Donatello,
that
are
if
you
I can
18?
feel that something is
Yeah, I was
negatively
born
happening.
on December 27th, 2006.
I don't know what I don't. I'm not good at math, but yeah. What did you want to say?
So like the thing is you're saying like if you have a certain diseases you can't feel well, right?
I don't believe it. I'm sorry.
And
But
like
y'all go ahead.
so like if you have cancer or leukemia, wouldn't you feel like your body feel weak and you not have enough energy?
Yeah, of course, in the later stages, right? But a lot of people go to the doctor and they discover they have leukemia on a normal checkup.
Okay.
That yeah.
You guys can continue.
Okay, yeah. So in those, but Ismar, the reason it's not remarkable to say that, like, if my feelings were 100% reliable about my nutrition, then my feelings would be 100% reliable about my nutrition, right? That's not remarkable to say.
Well, that's not what I'm saying.
Come on, you said if I can trust it, why can't I trust it?
No, I'm not saying why can't I trust it. I'm saying why can't I eat meat? Why can't I do what I think is correct? You're saying if okay, look, if I take a test at the nutritionist and they say you're missing this vitamin and you need to eat meat to be able to get this vitamin because we don't have access to supplements here in this location of Earth.
Yeah.
Then you're saying it's justified for me to eat this meat then?
If a nutritionist tells you that, yeah, it is.
Okay, and let's say the same exact circumstance is happening, except I don't have access to a nutritionist, but I know the same thing is happening. I can feel it happening.
Ismar, it's not interesting for you to bake in that you know.
Okay, you just told me we can know. Can we know when we're unhealthy? when we're doing
I
things
said sometimes yes.
Okay,
but I'm
so
saying that,
let's say
look,
this is
wait,
let's say
Ismar,
this is
Ismar,
one
I
of
need
the
you to answer this
sometimes.
question. I need you to answer this question. Is it the fact that you can have cancer and feel healthy?
Yes.
Okay, that just blows your argument out of the water.
No, it does, bro. No, it doesn't. I'm literally saying the opposite, bro. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm
Okay,
saying
cool.
I can tell that I'm having these negative health outcomes as a result of my diet. So if that's the case, it would be justified to eat meat, correct?
Yeah. So look, if you're baked in that you could tell and it was accurate, then yes, but that's not
Okay, sure.
remarkable.
You're just assuming I can't tell.
Listen, Ismar, you agreed that you can't tell.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I agreed. I agreed that I can't tell every sickness that I have, but I didn't say that I can't identify any.
Okay, so listen.
You flipped it. You
Have
flipped
you
it to
have
say,
you ever
you
have
flipped
you
it.
ever
Look. You flipped it to say, look, you can't tell you have
Izmar,
cancer, therefore
stop
you can't tell you're
bloviating.
unhealthy.
Yeah, so listen.
Like, I just have a
Wait.
quick question.
Go.
How are you? Okay, so presumably, if you go to the doctor and you just get routine CBC, CKP lab work, and they tell you through your electrolyte panels that those are low, does that like significantly inform the conclusion that meat is the answer?
No. That means
Like,
your electrolytes are
presumably,
low.
presumably your doctor would sit you down, go through your lifestyle, and really try to discern where the either imbalance is coming from or lack thereof is coming from. And for most people, their diet isn't that they're eating too little meat. The diet is that they're eating too much fats or too much complex carbs or too much simple sugars. Right. So
That's how
to
it's
say
supposed.
like we're not going to address any of these other major
Who said
influences,
that, KJ?
well,
Yeah,
you
Kage.
No
did.
one
Who
said
said
we're not
that?
gonna. No one said we're not gonna address like the smoking that you're doing. Like
So then, what do you mean when you say, I know that it's my like deficiency in X vitamin
because
that for
when I
some
do the
reason is
test
only
and I
available in
change
meat?
my diet, I see the impact.
What test?
When I eat more meat, I seem to feel better. When I eat less meat, I seem to feel worse.
But you understand meat, like that could be a protein deficient. There's so many different things it
No,
could
okay,
be.
when protein is consistent and I eat more meat, which includes fats, right? Which includes saturated fats, which carry nutrients that are fat soluble, I feel different. I feel
I
better.
don't think you have any idea. I don't think the average person has any idea how much protein they're eating.
That's fine.
I don't
I'm not
think,
the average person. I know exactly how much protein. I know how much protein is in different amount. You could tell me an amount of meat, and I'd probably get within 3 or 4 grams of how much protein is in it. I have a good understanding of how
sure,
much protein is in meat.
sure, and you might have that, but why is meat overall the answer when there could be a more precise diagnosis
I
that
didn't
we
say
can
it's
make that,
overall the
hold
answer.
on,
I'm saying in this
hold on,
circumstance,
man. I
is it
haven't even finished
justified?
my sentence. You're really defensive. I just want to
Well, because
finish this
you're straw
sentence.
manning the argument.
Why isn't it we make a more precise diagnosis that A allows us to be ethical and solves the
Agreed.
problem?
We should do that. But
So then why is the argument we should
in a
eat meat?
circumstance, I agreed. In a circumstance where we know eating meat would improve how you feel, I'm asking whether that's a justification.
Oh no, I don't think that's even a
Okay,
like
that's fine.
possibility.
That's fine.
Because meat, fun fact, is just really amino acids. Really, that's the only thing that meat is going to give you.
No, it's
Um,
not. That's
that
just brain
particular
dead.
vegetables
That's
aren't going to
brain
give
dead
you.
because I mean, no, it's
You're
brain dead. There's
muted. You're
also
muted,
fats. Hold on,
host.
there's also
Let me ask this.
saturated fat. Hold on, there's also
Thank you.
saturated fats. There's also micronutrients. It's not just
Yeah,
amino acids.
you
Like
can get
that's
those
so brain
from
dead.
plants.
Amino acids are what make up proteins, right? There's other
Yeah,
things besides protein within meat. It's just
I
brain dead to
agree.
say it's
But
only amino acids.
the reason why people
Then why did
say
you say it's
I
only
need to
amino acids if
look,
you agree?
Ismar,
Wait.
if we're gonna have a conversation, it's kind of requisitive that you allow one to finish a sentence. All right, I feel like I've been charitable to you screaming at me so far. All right, so look, presumably the reason why you think eating meat simplicator would be good is for a reason that is only particular and unique to meat. And insofar as I know, the only thing that is heavily concentrated in meat that cannot be found in any other foodstuff product on the world is a high concentrate of very diverse amino acid profiles. What else is there?
Okay, just to be clear, KJ, you agree that it's not just amino acids within meat.
Yeah, that's kind of trivial.
Okay, well, that's what you had said initially. Now you've clarified. I just want to make sure we're on the same page.
No, he said that's the only relevant difference.
No, no, not originally, right? If we're
Okay,
being
maybe.
listen, bro. Hold on, stop. I don't play this stupid game. Look, right. I've been honest with you the whole time. I've told you all my morals, exactly how they feel, whether I have reasons for them or not, right? But to say that's what he said, that's not what he said. He clarified. Hold on, stop. After I pinned him on it, and I said no, there's also saturated fats. He's like, oh no, what I actually meant is the thing that matters is this. That's fine. But that's not what he originally said. And don't play stupid like that's what he said.
Can you agree that him saying that originally, he could have actually meant the thing that?
Yes, I hold on.
Okay.
I agree he could have meant that, but your response to me was that's what he said originally. No, it wasn't.
Yeah, I just thought because
Sure,
Cage is
you could say that's what he meant originally. That's
Okay.
fine.
Okay,
But that's not what he said.
Wait, this is cool. Do you think that now is a good time to take a break from this conversation?
Yeah, fine by me.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I don't want to I like the rapport that we've been building, and I don't want to have it spoiled by just some
Appreciate it, bro.
shouting
Appreciate
fest at the end. Yeah.
Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah.
My bad.
No, you're good. You're good. I really appreciate the convo, and like I said, the first thing I said to you, I think maybe we talked in the Luigi's a Hero live, and you were talking about I forget your position, but
Yeah. No, I appreciate it. Mutual respect, bro. Mutual respect.
Yeah. All right. Well, Donatello, is there anything on the prompt you want to talk about?
No, not really.
Okay. Have a good day, man. This man just asked one question. Yeah, Sloth was defending you pretty hard, so maybe it's a good time to tag in Sloth.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, it's wait, no, you gotta get there we go. That's what I needed.
Hey,
Um,
Haiku, I saw. What's up, Slurms? I love you.
what?
I
Oh,
feel violated.
that's just good service right there. Smooching the homies. That's
Yeah.
good service.
I
Yo,
just wish,
Wait, can I
you
have
would
a
ask.
smooch?
Is the only thing,
Wait,
It'd be nice if he
Haiku.
asked.
Haiku, were you in the live yesterday when I schooled Manimal on contronyms, or when I got that? Okay, yeah, bro, he's just lost. He's been DMing me. I DM'd him first. I said I look forward to having a full conversation, and then he went right into do you think that because some words are contronyms that all words can be contronyms? And I was like, no. Hopefully you didn't think that I would say that, right? Because that would just be crazy uncharitable, right? Yeah.
He doesn't understand language, and that's okay.
Haiku, that was very entertaining on Coco's Live. Watching J Mike
Oh yeah.
explode.
Thanks for the gifts that y'all sent, by the way. Y'all don't have to do that. I appreciate
Wait,
it.
I thought Maxim was in Coco's live. Did J Mike end up stopping by?
Yeah, he's in there now.
Yeah, he has zero patience left because some bonehead was just speaking in platitudes.
Is it Maxim?
No, it was some guy named Steve.
Oh, nice.
Bet Jane Mike never gets called mean.
Yo, Internet Sloth, do you want to talk about a topic? God believe media
Yeah, I
didn't
was
start
actually just about to type in chat that I'll probably hop down because I'm not really up on most of this. I am a little bit curious on the meat eaters thing, though, admittedly. So
Would you
maybe
like
I'll
to
hang
talk
in.
about it?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, so the question is, do you think that it's a morally good decision to vote with your dollar for cows to be factory farmed?
I don't think so. No.
Do you eat cows?
Yes.
Do you think that your moral? Do you think that your behavior ought align with your moral attitudes?
Insofar as well, generally speaking, yes, but I do think that there is, it kind of goes, and I'm not schooled on this, but the hierarchy of needs. I find that it's very similar to Izmar is kind of the thing of there is a point at which if I'm not eating meats for whatever reason, even if I try to get the proteins and do the mixes in other ways, it just doesn't seem to align, right? If there was an artificial meat that did it, I'd buy that
Do you
instantly.
do you think that there exists healthy vegans?
Yeah, there are some healthy vegans.
Do you think
I'll
that
be
the
honest, I haven't
overwhelming
met very
majority of
many.
vegans are not healthy?
Selection
Most
bias.
ones I have met, and I'll be honest, it could totally be selection bias, but like I haven't met ones who are super healthy, and it kind of runs into concern about other environmental issues I have
And
too.
by healthy, do you mean like they look like medium jacked, or like they look shredded, or they look or do you mean that like you just can feel it by the way they're speaking, or maybe they're a mouth breather?
No, it goes to their energy levels that they talk about that's different. And I find that reasonable.
Are they
Um,
all like real big
okay,
fatzos?
yeah, yeah. Are they all like
Big fatso vegans?
No, they're much healthier than I am.
Just say
Thankfully.
you like cheeseburgers. Just
Oh no,
own
no,
it.
no. To be no. Oh no, I'll say it with my full chest. It's a real shame. I've said for years, if baby cows weren't so delicious, I wouldn't eat them.
yeah. So let's say that like is that you think that's one of like the pillars of why you eat meat?
Absolute,
The
absolutely.
sensory pleasure.
Yeah, if we could replace it with completely artificial meat that tastes exactly the same, I would stop buying steak tomorrow.
That's a reasonable ask.
Like literally tomorrow, I would stop eating it.
You see,
I
I
don't
do
think you
not
would.
care if it's artificial.
Wait,
Don't
I
care.
really
there's
don't
like
think you would.
a tick you could get bit
I don't
by,
think
and
you
it'll
would.
just
I really don't.
make you allergic to red meat.
I
The
know, and
reason
I
I don't
hope it
think you
never
would,
bites me.
the reason I don't think you would is because if this meat tasted all the same as, like if artificial or synthetic meat tasted the same as, like organic meat, if you want to call it that, I'm still going to be missing some things that you don't think you value now. But as a meat eater, you incredibly rely on these things such that you don't even think about your micronutrient profile. I mean, most meat eaters don't even care about their macronutrient profile. They just know that if they eat 3 to 4 meals, if you're an average person, of like 5.6 ounces of chicken breast, you're going to get about 200 grams of protein if you're a man, less than that if you're a woman. But you're not worried about the amino acid profiles of the meat you're eating. Your doctor might tell you, hey, don't eat so much red meat. But the reason she's telling you that is because of the types of amino acids that are in it. And you're getting too many of them, which is upsetting the rest of your profile.
Hmm.
But most people don't care or know about that. But the average vegan who's at least dietary does.
Wait,
And
so
the reason is
Yeah,
which
actually,
amino acids are
KJ,
you?
sorry, that was a response to me, and I have to respond to that, which is, KJ, I'm wondering what about that addressed the fact that you're claiming being I'm either ignorant of something that I'm unaware of, or I'm being dishonest. What am I either ignorant or dishonest about right now?
sure. You said, just to be clear, uh, I would eat synthetic meat tomorrow if it tasted the same, if it had the same or sensory pleasure as organic meat, right?
Not just the same well, if it clearly didn't give me like the same feedback of like some kind of energy that I do notice feels slightly different, probably not, unless I could find that I reasonably was able to substantiate that with other forms, which would be fine. Like if I
So
could
what? Because
substantiate it
none of
with
this was
other
said
forms of
before, so I don't
energy,
understand.
yeah.
So I don't
Yeah,
understand because the claim Zach asked you pretty point blank cleared. If meat tasted the same, would you eat it? You said,
mhm.
"Oh, tomorrow, if synthetic meat came out, I'd go for that." And I said, "I think you're lying to me.
Hey,
And I think
there's
you're
really
lying
no
to me."
reason to be mocking, and there's no reason to call me
Well, the reason I
dishonest. I
think you're
said with my
lying
full
to me,
chest, I'll eat a baby cow.
yeah, I'm aware. The reason I think you're lying is because I don't think that would be the case. Because fun fact, for some types of meat, for synthetic meat products, that is the case.
Really? Where can I buy these synthetic meat products that have the same texture, mouthfeel, flavor,
yeah, they have lab
and
grown meat.
and protein? Yeah, where can I buy these?
You can buy them. You just Google lab grown meat. It's like $50,000 for a steak. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So it's not like economically feasible
Well, you said
for.
that
Well,
if
so
it tasted
now
the
we're
same,
adding additional things. So
exactly. So
Yes.
let's be really
it seems like
clear.
yeah, it seems like
Let's
Kage was
just be
correct.
really clear about your position, Sloth. What are
Yeah.
the necessary conditions for you to go and do what you said you originally would
We're doing
without adding
veganism here,
anything
girlfriend.
else?
Yeah.
Like,
So
like
you
I want a conjunction of everything that's necessary in your
okay,
view.
KJ? Oh, okay, KJ. I will try to provide you everything that necessarily grounds my beef
Don't
in
fuck
this
it up this time,
epistemology,
sloth.
and I'll try not to fuck it up this time.
Well, I
Okay.
just don't want you to say, okay, KJ, I would only need it to taste the same. Oh, but it costs a lot. Okay, I can't cost a lot. Oh, but I'm not getting the same.
Yeah,
I just want
KJ,
to skip all that bullshit.
KJ. To be clear, like
If you
I'm
say
not
my name
saying
wrong one more fucking time, I'm gonna stop being so fucking polite. All right?
okay,
So
KJ.
get it right. It's Cage. You've known me
Oh,
long
Calm
enough.
s-
down, KJ.
Mooch me right on my mouth, big boy. Um, I, by the way, I'm still upset Host didn't equally distribute the smooches. That was pretty. That wasn't. That was. Oh, okay, I feel better.
That was pretty
Um,
low.
That was just me again. Stop it! Get off me!
You can't do that from behind without consent.
all right, yeah. KJ, to be clear, like I actually morally do feel some. Like I joke, but I do actually morally feel a bit guilty, and I actually have a problem where I can't cook meat myself. Like I actually can't. I cannot cook meat myself. I've shifted to an almost entirely like chickpea
Wait,
based diet to get my protein purely because I literally can't stomach looking at raw meat. So
But
actually,
you
like,
still do it, so I don't feel bad for you at all because you
did
still
I
do it.
say I
So
cook
move
it?
on.
Yeah, I'm just trying to give you like some understanding of like
Yeah, I don't give a
I'm
fuck. You
not
still
being
do it, so move on.
wait, yeah, internet. Wait, can we go back to talking? We were having
Yeah,
like, okay, cool. So it seems like, and this is a characterization, so correct it immediately. It seems like you have a lot of intuitions that like lean towards veganism, namely that you think it's wrong to take the life of something that doesn't want to die if you don't have to. Namely that you think it's wrong to,
fundamentally,
huh?
fundamentally, yes.
Yeah, and now like even so that like you don't even take the like we're predator argument of like if you see meat, you don't get hungry or salivate. You get like wary and disgusted. So like what's the problem with like eating Guardian chicken tenders? And maybe they taste 90% and the texture's like 90% there, but it's not 100%. Like what's the deal?
To be clear, I do for most things. Like the vast majority of meats I've pretty much replaced in my life because it's just not even when I have like actual chicken, it is pre-made chicken. Like I don't fuck with cooking meat. So like I really have no problem with it outside of it is just not economically viable for me most of the time. Um Now I've switched my diet around enough that like honestly there isn't much meat that comes into my diet.
I
Um,
have a question. What are
hmm,
the reasons? Are you opposed to going vegan or plant based?
Not at all.
What's the reason that you don't?
Uh, I have not invested the time in
Okay,
doing
so like,
so, and admittedly, the amount of time that I spend being an idiot on Tiny's lives, I could probably have at least researched how to become a vegan. But if I were to do that, like there are other priorities that I need to address first.
I think all of the vegan community would be quite admirable for somebody that's trying and failing than somebody that orders pre-owned meat because they can't stomach the thought of cooking it themselves. I don't know a better definition of cowardice. At least hunters do the damn work themselves. I'd rather see you try and fail, and you could fail 4 to 5 meals of the day. But if you do one thing slightly better than the day before, it's much more honorable than what you've just told us.
I don't agree.
do y'all
Ah,
have
yes, that's
a?
totally cowardice. There,
Do,
there could be no
hey,
other
hey, hey!
I
explanation.
Don't
agree.
don't listen. Don't
No,
listen to the
Don't you
okay.
internet.
want to die with your
I
honor?
just want to
You should
call
go commit
Cage.
Sudoku.
Like, Cage, you are the vegan who, like, gets everyone to turn away from vegans. Like, when I
Wait,
try to get
internet,
people into
internet.
plant-based
Cage
diets,
is
it's
not vegan.
crazy.
Cage is not vegan.
He isn't.
Yeah, you're really
No.
intelligent, internet sloth, you fucking moron.
Do y'all have any suggestions for
Is
someone
he?
who
would like
Not
to start
bananas.
vegan, but has found it very
Just so
expensive.
we're clear, because I was being polite earlier, Sloth. Most hunters, let's see, they plan the hunt, they go, they do it, they clean the meat, they distribute it well, they take care of it, they clean it, they cook it, then they eat it, they distribute it to family members, people in need, etc., etc., etc. You don't do any of that, pussy. You just go to the store. I couldn't stare to see the steak sizzling in the cast iron pan. It just hurt my feelings. So then I
Well, I
bought it
didn't say
pre-owned, put it
that.
in the microwave, and then ate it. So I'm still doing the immoral action. I don't have any of the gall to do every other step leading up to it.
That's a
Do,
really funny straw man.
Hey,
do y'all have
Did
Sloth.
you
any?
did you not say that you can't cook meat because it makes you feel bad?
Do y'all have any
Correct.
advice
The
for someone who
majority.
wants to try vegan, but they've found it
Fuck's
expensive?
sakes.
They found it expensive in the past
I have a
Yeah.
question for
Some
Sloth.
bananas. Bananas are cheap as shit.
for calories.
Yeah, that's what
How
I would
Baby
do.
girl.
how much?
I would eat if I was vegan. I'd eat like 10 bananas a day or something like that.
Rice and beans, good, cheap food. I mean, that's just good.
Gotcha. Thank you.
But
Sloth,
to
if
be clear, I'm an
somebody
ethical vegan. I'm not a healthy vegan. I don't care if I'm unhealthy.
But like, if you're gonna
if
do it,
somebody
like rice is
pre-cooked
just not very
me
nutrient dense in terms of like
and turned
micronutrients.
me
So like,
into delicious
Wait,
candy,
Ismar. I'm just gonna say the last part of what I said again.
would
But
you
I'm
eat
an
me?
ethical vegan. I don't care if I'm healthy.
True, true.
Mm.
Flurms, talk, man. What were you gonna say?
Are you asking if I gobble that meat up?
yeah, if somebody pre-cooked me and turned me into a plate of delicious tendies, would you eat me?
Depends on
That's
how
not
much it
ethical
costs.
cannibalism, is
Not
it?
you, Haiku. I don't want to
I th-
know about
I
you.
think I'd have to put you in like polymer. You know when people put like perishable items in polymer to try to preserve it for as long as possible. I think if you turned into a tendy, I'd have to do that with you.
That's even weirder. Fuck you.
I'm glad I was able to identify the one that would be the most concerning that quickly.
Wait, finally a topic change.
Yo,
What's up, Maxim? We've been meaning to talk for a long time.
If it's the fucking
what about
liquids
you
out of the
guys?
thumbs, I'm leaving.
No. Yeah, so you said you were interested in talking about God with me. Let's do it.
Wait, does he
Yeah,
also walk
sure, but
dogs?
not right now. I am doing some work.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. Also, thanks for your gift earlier. Please don't gift me or anything like that.
Wait, just a quick question, just for anybody on the meat eaters thing. Is anybody who's vegan or like that would say that like eating, like if for example, if there's a chicken egg that's just like outside, like is it against veganism for me to just eat that chicken egg? There's no chickens around, no chicken is like laying claim to it. I watch it for like a day and a half, 2 days, no chickens come. It's just like just a resource on Earth now. Is it wrong to eat the chicken egg?
Good to go. Eat it.
Okay.
Can we
The
please?
thing.
So
Go
as
ahead.
long as there's no, from your perspective, right? As long as there's no, you're not hurting. Like, how about like milk? Like, let's say like a cow is like squirting out milk. It has too much milk, and it just comes out, and I find it on the floor. Like, can I drink it?
Yeah, you can eat roadkill if you want. I don't care.
Okay,
It's about moral consideration.
sure. Okay, I mean, some people have told me no, like because you're stealing from the chicken, no matter how long it's been. Like, it's that chicken's egg. And I'm like, okay,
Yeah, there are crazy people out there.
yeah, okay.
But like in general, should you eat eggs? No. In general, should you drink milk? No. But the reason you shouldn't drink milk is you're not a baby cow. Like it's just not. Man,
Yeah,
it's just,
I don't drink milk. Yeah, I think it's weird.
yeah. It's,
I don't want to be
full of
some big
blood
ass
and pus,
cow.
right?
I mean, my argument against veganism requires some pretty robust metaphysics that somebody has to ascribe to. And then, like, the efficiency stuff talks about later. But
Did we come to a
it's
conclusion
just
about the cricket
basically,
thing?
What's up, Jesse?
Did we get to a conclusion about the cricket thing?
Yeah, you can eat crickets if you don't. If you stop eating chickens, you can eat crickets.
Okay.
Milk is good for you.
you
Milk
going
is
to Asia?
calcium's good for you, and milk has calcium in it.
Why is calcium good for you?
I don't know.
Like, as a 18-year-old adult. Why is calcium good?
Because I'm not educated on the topic and
Necessary
I've been
vitamins.
taught.
It's a
I think
required.
milk is terrible for you.
Makes your bones stronger. That's what Prook is saying.
It's one
I
of the
think
necessary vitamins.
I think milk is one of the worst foods that, or maybe more dairy particularly. I think milk is terrible. It fucks up your digestion. It
Yeah,
causes many other problems. I think if
I
you
mean,
can
for
avoid
some
milk at
people.
all costs, you should.
you should be able to get it in a vitamin though. You don't need to drink milk for calcium.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
There's a
It does.
debate about people making there's a debate about people making their protein shakes with milk instead of water, and I fucking lost it. Like
I would
to
just not
find
eat
out this.
protein shakes. Protein shakes are filled with like shit.
Well, kind of. Okay, well, it depends. Like, if you're buying the $40 Walmart
Any
protein,
kind.
yeah,
It's
obviously.
powder, bro. What are you eating? You're eating chemicals and shit.
I'm eating an
Wait,
amino acid profile. That's what I'm doing.
And other stuff in there.
What, like whey?
Have you seen the
Or,
ingredient labels of protein shakes?
well,
wait.
considering I'm yeah, yeah,
Oh yeah,
I
okay,
have
okay,
read
okay.
them.
Who are you sponsored by? We'll pull it up.
Who am I, like, what is it? Evil Gin.
Oh, you're
Well, my
saying
coach
okay,
is
we'll
sponsored
check
by him.
Evogen. Okay. So which protein powder do you think is the best?
Like, flavor-wise, they only
No,
offer
no, no.
one.
The
It's an
most healthy,
isolate.
the least like chemicals, the least like non-food products in
Wait,
it.
what's the argument that at least chemicals means healthy?
Sorry?
What's the argument that least chemicals means
Yeah,
healthy?
if it's things that your body cannot process, right? It's things that we've known that your body cannot process. I'd say that's unhealthy. You're putting undue
Okay,
stress on your
but
body.
that's not you said
That's
chemicals.
specific types of chemical. That's not just chemicals in general.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I'm not saying. Yeah, well, then, yeah, you could say protein is a chemical or something. Like,
Is
I'm not saying.
H2O a chemical?
Okay, again, I'm not saying all chemicals are bad, guys.
Right.
Well, then,
Sounds
well,
like
like,
it.
what part?
I'm
Okay,
saying
so
the
you can
ones
look
in
up
protein
Evogen.
shakes are gonna fall under the unhealthy ones. We'll just
You
pull
can
up an
go to
Evogen.
Evogen
Just tell me which
and you can
flavor.
go to
Which
any
flavor?
flavor you want. I think cookies and cream is their highest selling one. Um, I know vanilla is pretty popular, but it's all just different flavors. They might have different like foodstuffs to make different flavors, but the base is all pretty much the same. And if somebody says to me, "Hey, Cage, I'm like, I don't know, 2 months out from my show, or I'm like trying to lose weight. I'm on like I'm on a cut or something, and I'm at work and it's 9 a.m. and the last meal I had was at 7, and my 7 a.m. like meal was a whole food meal of maybe like two whole eggs, some egg whites, and maybe some like English muffins or something. Maybe like macro wise, it's just maybe it's 50 grams of protein, 75 grams of carbs, and then like five fats or something. Maybe they put peanut butter on their English muffins. And then they say, well, I ate 2 hours ago and I've been eating consistently like this for every 2 to 3 hours to maintain digestive function and efficiency. What should I do if I'm working and I can't get a whole full meal down? If you tell me, okay, you can drink a glass of milk, drink a glass of chocolate, vanilla, strawberry milk, or whatever, you could eat. Um, or you could have like a protein shake with water. Yeah, I'm gonna tell them the protein shake with water
Hmm.
because the water is
I'll
gonna
just tell them
make it
not
a
to eat.
consistency
Just get your
such
fucking
that
Paige,
workout in.
what do you think about like when I do protein shakes? I use Red Bull. What do you think about that?
oh that's great. The foam makes it even better. Makes
Yeah.
it like a Guinness. But if you tell them not to eat, well, now they're gonna like if you're on a okay, so I mean most people's bodies aren't like this because most people don't give a fuck. But if you've been eating every 2 to 3 hours on a particular schedule, in a particular way for 6 months in prep for some event, whether athletic or aesthetic, yeah, your body is going to react very negatively, either during training or during every day, like just walking around at your job, if you don't get a meal in on that time. Like, ask a bodybuilder who's 2 weeks out, hey man, did you
Wait,
miss a meal
okay,
today?
they're also malnutrition. They're malnutrition. If they're fucking 2 weeks out, bro, they're dying.
How do you think we're dying?
Because you're literally restricting calories to the point of starvation. You're literally fucking dick skin lean.
I'm sorry, we're eating 5 to 6 meals a day, getting enough cardio in,
Yeah, bro,
going to
I've
our
done
day to day
competitions, bro.
jobs.
Yeah, I understand. Like, I know how it works, bro. Yeah, you get really lean. If you're saying they're not malnutritioned, that's pretty
Lean
crazy.
isn't dying. Fun fact.
Sorry?
Lean isn't dying.
Yes, if you get too lean, you will die.
I'm sorry. Has
Do you
anybody
agree,
reached
KJ, that if you
for?
get too
Has
lean, you will
anybody
die?
in this world reached sub 3% body fat?
Wait,
Anybody?
sorry?
Has anybody in this world
Probably
reached?
not.
Well, then how the fuck are bodybuilders dying?
Hold on. If you continue the calorie deficit, you will die. Is that correct?
No, because fun
Okay, so
fact,
you're telling me if a
pros.
bodybuilder continued that diet for the rest of their life, they would not die.
Oh well, if you continue a calorie
Okay,
deficit,
that's what I
actually, wait.
just said, and you
Well,
said no. Now you're
how?
saying yes.
Because if you mean an extreme calorie deficit, like before a show,
Like
especially
a
during
show
peak week,
prep 2 weeks out. Yeah, that's pretty extreme, dude.
well, it's like 500. If you're a fucking idiot, right, and you're really
Again,
rushing the
if you're in a
show,
500 calorie
Ismar,
deficit
you have this
forever,
thing, right, where you don't let me finish a thought,
if it's
and
a
if you keep
500
doing
calorie
that, I'm
deficit
not going to be so
forever,
fucking polite to you, Ismar. All right, so let's be polite and let's
why
be
are you
cordial.
cussing, buddy? It's not a big deal, Mr. Bodybuilder. Just relax. You agree 2
I'm
weeks
sorry
out,
that I'm trying to educate a normal
if you
human
continue that
being
deficit
on
forever,
how
you will die.
bodybuilders work when you're making unfound claims about bodybuilders that spreads misinformation.
Again, you can say that, but again, we agree if you continue this 500 calorie deficit forever, you will die from that.
Okay, if a normal person continues their diet for the rest of their life, are they going to die?
Yes, that's true. Again, I this is the exact point
So
I'm
then what
making.
the fuck is the
Because I'm
juxtaposition,
telling you right
Ismar?
now, this is the point that I was making. The 2%, the people who you're saying are 2 weeks out, I'm saying they're malnutritioned, and you agree.
What is
They're on the
okay?
path to
By
death,
malnutrition, if you mean dying, like you said, no,
lacking
I don't agree.
sufficient nutrition.
No, they're not. They're getting their
They literally
micronutrients.
are. That's why they're losing weight, because they have to use the nutrition within their body that's stored for energy, both
You
micro
mean
and
fat?
macronutrients.
Like, okay, first of all,
There are
they're,
micronutrients and macronutrients
yeah,
stored in their
no
fat
shit.
cells that they are
First of
using
all,
for energy.
right?
That's
First of all,
malnutrition,
their
bro.
micronutrients are just fine. Second of all, they're
No,
getting
they're
their blood
not.
work
They're
done.
fine because
They're
they're
getting their
using
blood.
fat
Ismar,
stores.
can you shut the fuck up for 2 seconds, brother? Honestly, let's see. Their macronutrients are daily checked. Their micronutrients
Yeah, and they're in a
daily checked.
deficit.
All right, it looks like you can't do it. We're not gonna have a
Do
conversation
you
then.
agree that? Okay, I don't care to have a conversation with you, KJ, or
All right,
Cage,
then go
whatever.
fuck yourself. That's fine.
Okay, I don't. Again, cry about it, bro. I don't care.
I'm
You came
going
up
to,
here
because
referencing
you
me.
can't let
You came up
anybody
here to
finish a
talk to
thought.
me.
You're so scared of what I'm going to say to you that your fucking inner child
No,
just
they're in a
lashes out.
deficit. I told you they're in a deficit. That means they're lacking macronutrients. They have to use the
No,
macronutrients
it
within
means
their
they're in a
bodies
fucking
that are
caloric
stored.
deficit, right? Caloric deficit is just going to entail that their body, their steady state, like their fucking state of being, is burning more or burning
Their
calories.
metabolism, that's the word for it. Yeah, metabolism.
In addition to their exercise. Now, if you're saying to me, Cage, their goal is to get to a lower body fat, so they're going to have a slight caloric deficit forever. They're
Yes, so
probably
exactly. It's
going
a
to be fine,
deficit.
Ismar.
They're
2 weeks out
deficient
from
in
a show, I'm going to
macronutrients.
keep
What are you not
talking until
tracking,
I'm done,
bro?
and you can interrupt me because you're a little child spazzing the
Yeah, you
fuck
said
out.
you're
You
not going to
smirk.
talk to me. So maybe just be a man about it
I
and
said
stick
you're
to your word.
incapable of having a
Just
conversation.
stick
That's
to
what I
your
said.
word, bro. Just stick to your word. That's it.
So,
You said
Ismar,
you're not going to speak to me. Just don't.
no, I
It's not
didn't
a
say
big
I'm
deal.
not going to speak to you, you
You
fucking
literally
moron.
did.
I
You
said you're
literally did.
incapable of a conversation.
You literally said, I'm not going to speak to you then. Fuck off.
Then, all right, if I said that, then go ahead. Fuck on right off. Because you
Okay,
can't have a
perfect.
conversation.
Now you said, go ahead. Hopefully you'll keep your word on this. Again, if you're saying they're in a deficit, they're literally saying they're in a deficiency of fucking calories. They're literally restricting their calories and using fat stores to function their body. Eventually, you will run out of fat stores. It's pretty fucking straightforward.
Does that mean malnutrition?
Excuse me.
Yes, that's fucking malnutrition.
Wait,
You know that.
hold on. Caloric deficit equals malnutrition?
Eventually, yes.
Excuse
If you
me.
are not,
No, I'm
yes.
not asking about eventually. I'm asking, does caloric deficit equal
Not in all
malnutrition?
cases. But in
Then
the
shut the
case where
fuck
you're
up, you
2 weeks out
moron.
from a
Shut up.
show,
Shut up. You don't even
6%
know what
body
you're talking
fat,
about. Shut
yeah,
up.
it's malnutrition.
Hey, I have a thing to say. Maybe it's once again a time for you guys to take a break from speaking to each other. That way, you guys can maintain this conversation, and whoever the real winner is can be found out eventually. It seems like there's a lot of emotivism going on instead of substance. So, you know.
Hey, yo, is this a NutriTalk right now? Trying to get some fucking tips.
Yeah, bro.
I know a lot about
Eat whole
nutrition. You can ask
foods.
me.
Eat whole foods, do some abs, go on some runs, and don't think about it too much like Cage, because then you'll be obsessed with fucking working out.
His name's
I'm just gonna do
Kage.
sit-ups.
Okay, say it right.
No, yeah.
Wait, is it
I'm just gonna do
actually?
sit-ups
I
until
thought
I
you said it was
explode.
Cage. Sorry, what did you say, Evolved?
So I'm just gonna do sit-ups until I explode.
I still didn't hear you. Sorry.
I said I'm just gonna do sit-ups until I explode.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh wait, Risen, are you still here? You want to talk about God?
But try fast. Do you guys fast at all?
I'm fast.
I have done.
I have ADHD, so I'm fast as fuck.
I'm fast as
I'm
fuck,
serious,
boy.
guys. You should try fasting. I'm serious. It's like it's a genuinely like enjoyable experience once you get past
I
the
did
first day.
OMAD for like 3 years.
Yeah, I did.
Like 1 meal a day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's pretty much how I eat. But yeah, I just feel
Yeah,
more comfortable that way.
I did like 12 hours. What is it, 12-hour fast? Like you don't eat, you skip basically a meal a day or whatever.
Yeah.
I did a raw diet one time. Had a really good experience from it.
Like raw meat or just raw fruits and stuff?
Raw fruits and vegetables.
Oh, okay, yeah. I've seen people eat raw meat though. That's kind of crazy.
No, I did it as a detox. My skin felt really good. My hair felt good.
If you eat whole foods, you pretty much start to feel good, like regardless of whether it's meat or vegan or like most people just eat shitty processed foods that went through a fucking vat and got zapped by shit and fucking mixed with other shit. Just eat fucking apples and bananas, bro.
Wait, Izmar, do you think GMO is bad?
Probably not every time, but like I'm sure there's GMO stuff that's really bad.
Do you think? Okay, I guess. Okay, in
like
general,
like aren't bananas GMO? Like I don't know.
Yeah, in general, do you think GMO is bad?
I don't know. To be honest, I don't know.
Okay, good. Well, that's fine.
Like because like if you're saying like because I'm pretty sure like bananas the way that we have them now are GMO, right?
Yeah.
But like I don't think bananas are unhealthy.
I mean, almost
but, like,
every
they might
fruit.
be. I don't know.
I literally don't think there's a haploid species of fruit on the planet that isn't GMO.
Yeah.
Wait, what's a haploid? What's like what would be?
Oh my god, you don't know you don't know what that is? Oh my god.
I haven't had enough abortions.
They have like multiple sets of chromosomes. Like strawberries are like polyploidy. Oh, it might be haploidy actually, but they have.
So are there
multiple
fruits
sets
that
of,
aren't haploid?
There are some, yeah, but like cabbages, strawberries, they're all like.
Oh, okay.
Wait, Izmar, are you a face camera or no?
I'll put my face on.
Yeah, Evolved, you got to do it, bro. Come on. The engagement.
Hey yo,
What's up? What do you want to talk about?
Yeah, what does it mean to dog walk God believers?
It means like showing that they don't have good reasons to believe what they believe.
Oh, you're speaking of like religious people?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I just came up here to let you know that like the understanding that humanity carries of God is like purely humanity. And I often say this to people, like if you base your fundamental understanding of anything upon the foundation given to you by humanity, you'll forever be lost and stupid because humans are essentially cosmic infants, right? Like humans are the same species that...
Well, do you want to can we start off with like some foundations? Like, do you believe that God is a mind that created the universe?
Do I believe God is a what?
A mind that created the universe?
Well, no, God is another name for the universe.
Oh, so you're like some like pantheist or something?
No, I'm not religious. Religion was created by men and is.
Do you believe in God?
Of course I do. God, like
and by God, you mean the universe?
I mean, yeah, that's one of the names. One of the.
Okay, then I agree. God exists. Good job. Like, it's just not remarkable. Like, yeah, vanilla Coke exists. If you define God as vanilla Coke. S. Jones! I uploaded a YouTube video about you a couple days ago.
Did he get dropped? What happened?
No, I mean, if he's saying God is the universe, I agree the universe is real. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to have a panel full of face cameras. That way people come up and they go, whoa, this isn't much like TikTok at all.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. How's your day, Amber?
I got a new face, not a new, a new cover for my phone, so.
I'm like convinced, by the way, that like face camming makes everybody way more polite on TikTok. That's
for sure.
Yeah, because we're more aware of our social cues. That's I think like 90-something% of our communication is nonverbal. So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and people. This is a flex, okay? So just get ready to go on mute while you audibly gasp. But people have been calling me the Deadpool of TikTok because I'll point at the comments when I'm on somebody's panel and be like. Or like I'll like eat the little emotes that people give me, or I'll like give the smooches, And I'm like, this guy knows he's in TikTok. Another face camera. Let's go.
No.
People can't scroll away now. Yeah, it's
We
almost
should.
worth restarting the live, isn't it?
We should act like we're in a middle of a business meeting or something.
Yeah, and then imagine
Like
there's
talking
one
about
op
what, like
right
the most
there.
random shit, like harvesting crickets or something.
Imagine there's one op next to Haiku, and then 2 more face cameras, and we're all just like orientating our camera to talk to it. Yeah.
Let's pretend we're battling so people give us gifts.
Oh, true. It's like
Everyone just start dancing.
The 9-way, but yum yum good, like Amdir did in that one
Thank you for
clip.
the roses.
Yum yum good. I'm vegan. I eat roses.
I'm not above it at all.
I'm actually a level 5 vegan, so I don't eat anything that casts a shadow. I
I
eat
did
bacon
do a
in the dark.
vegan diet. I tried a vegan diet for a while, and then I got sent for COVID to New York and Texas, and it was really unfeasible because we had no microwave, no fridge, nothing. But I really enjoyed it. I made vegan macaroni and cheese,
Yeah.
and I wasn't happy about it, but it was really good. Like it's feasible.
That's for true. Yeah, I'm a big pasta with sauce eater. I'm a big ramen with my own seasonings eater. I'm a big rice and tofu eater. And then people hear me say that and they go, "That's not very healthy." And I go, "Say that to somebody who cares about that." It just doesn't align with my values. I don't care. I feel okay. I don't know. Maybe if I ate meat,
You
I would
don't
feel
wanna
more
live a long time,
energy.
bro?
But it's just not. Huh? What's up?
You don't want to live a long time, bro?
Truth. Can I be honest? No, I don't.
You don't? That's crazy, bro.
If I hit 60 and I'm not thoroughly enthused still, I want to be done.
Go check the fuck out.
Yeah, literally. But I'm pro medically assisted unaliving. But so
Yeah, same. That just passed here in the UK, by the way.
really,
Yeah, it just passed.
I know where I'm moving when I'm 59. Into a home.
Yeah.
Wait, so if you could live forever, would you live forever?
I think that would be so.
Yeah, God.
The question
What
is, if you could live forever and check out when you wanted, how long would you live?
Yeah, I was gonna do something like that. Like, what if you could live for 1,000? I would definitely do 1,000 years,
I think I would do 1,000.
especially if you could have like a
I'd rather
healthy
just
body.
be like, okay, I'm bored, done, and just like go with the flow and call it quits.
And I
That's
would
really-
live forever if I could KMS, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think I'm making it. That's why, like, God believers specifically who believe in heaven,
Yeah.
it's like over how long of a timeline does this life matter? Like, it matters none.
That one thing, like Christopher Hitchens said, where he's like, the sad fact about life is that one day you'll be tapped on the shoulder and be told, look, the party's going on without you, but you have to leave. But what's an even worse prognosis than that is that the party's going on forever and you have to stay, and the boss insists you have a good time here. Like, that
Yeah,
sounds-
exactly. I love Hitchens so much.
Yeah.
His rhetoric was unmatched. You know an epiphany I had last night talking to Cage. People's feelings on this panel about him aside, is that Darth Dawkins is the one side of the coin, and Detroyer is on the other side of the coin, because Darth Dawkins has infinite rhetoric but no substance, and Detroyer has infinite substance but no rhetoric. So it's just like Detroyer. Yeah, Detroyer will go on a 7-minute monologue just to capture all the nuances of objectivism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The sheer vibes podcast, that one.
Yeah, and Detroit will go, and one could say that, blah, 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 but then one could say blah, 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 and he'll, like, fight with his own position, boom,
Yeah,
boom,
yeah.
boom, boom, boom. And then
That's
once it's
like-
finally your turn to talk, it's like...
Yeah, which strand am I pulling on here? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I love Detroit, but he's definitely, like, a special kind of brain. In a good way. His interviews with philosophers on topics that I don't even know about are crazy interesting.
That's good though. I think that to me shows like real intellectual honesty, where you're like you're battling. It's not unlike Darth Dawkins, who just follows a fucking flowchart. You know, like if you're on the fly, you know, debunking your own positions. There's a little bit of like intellectual honesty of that I really like.
Yeah.
I have a question. If you found out when you die, it's just you and a blank mind in your blank mind. So just you and a blank mind forever. Would you prefer that, or would you prefer to exist like in the universe for eternity?
Universe, for sure.
Universe.
Yeah.
Unless the blank mind, because the only mental reference I had for a blank mind was like Neo in the like white room, right, where I can just be like, Crunchwrap Supreme, and it's like it's like. But like just to touch on other things I have about veganism that are unpopular. Like I think that if I order some vegan thing at a restaurant and it comes with like ranch on it or cheese on it or whatever, I not only do I like think that I have an obligation to eat it instead of waste it, I get excited because I think cheeseburger yum, right? Like, and it's like, oh, this was an accident. Universe, if you're looking, this was I didn't mean to do this, but now I have an obligation.
So what if I only eat if I go to the store? Here's a fucking hack for you, bro. You go to the store and you get all the meat. You tell them, you're like, listen, I'm a vegan, bro, but I love meat. So any of the meat you guys are getting ready to trash, give it to me, bro.
Well, so this is more real than you know. I was like poor at one point in my life, and I like dumpster dove for food. Right? I'm on this community on Reddit called like r/dumpster diving, and I have like thousands of likes on pictures of like me hiding my car with stuff that I got from dumpsters, like Costco size things of Cheez-Its, like like everything that you can imagine, right? Like individualized packets of like beef jerky that were still in like a huge shipping cardboard box, like they just couldn't sell it, right? And I think that stuff is vegan. I just think it is. I think roadkill's vegan. I think if a cow has a heart attack in front of you, vegan. Like there's just like
That's what I was going to ask. That's why I came up here. I was going to ask if it was the slaughtering, unaliving of it for you.
Well, it's namely the suffering. I'm okay with like animal suffering, right? But like if it's for like a cure for like cancer or something, like
Right.
yeah, if you need to waste 100 cows a year to do that, do it. And let's say that you find out that like if you like take a razor scooter to all their ankles, it just somehow makes the treatment like go by faster, and we can get results faster. Yeah, like put them in a razor scooter Rolodex.
That's what I was going to say, because I pay more for humane treatment of animals. Like, I'll pay more for yard-fed chicken eggs. I'll pay more for humane treatment of animals, like, or however they obtain their meat.
Yeah, I'm like, I disagree with that, but I'm not like, I also have a strict thing. Like once like Izmar, like I think this is gonna happen to us at some point because I do really enjoy talking to you. I think that like at some point you never know when talking to somebody, and then at some point like evolved. If I were talking about you, I would say like my friend evolved, but I don't know when that happened. I don't know. Yeah, so there's just some ambiguous line where you're gonna go from talking to like Jesse. I would consider you a friend, and we've talked even less than evolved, but we've had more like a more profound conversation, right? So like at some point. Somebody's going to go from being somebody that you know and can talk to and even fight with to being a friend that like Wit disagrees with almost everything I say. I couldn't have more fondness in my heart for Wit, right? So once I consider somebody a friend, veganism is something that I won't talk with them about more than like probably maybe like 3 attempts, right? If they eat meat, I'll be like, hey, this thing, and they'll be like, whatever, and I'll be like, hey, like a couple months later, I'll be like, hey, I think this way, and they'll be like, whatever, and then like a couple months later, maybe I'll be like, can I run name the trade on you one time? And they'll be like, sure, and it's like, okay, boom. After that, if they're unconvinced, I care more about my friendships than I care about them being vegan. When I already know that I'm an activist for veganism on the internet.
But like for me, bro, like we could have an infinite number of like like the only thing that upsets me is when I feel like people aren't being honest, right? So like if somebody's being honest, I'll debate with you for fucking the rest of my life every single day. Like I could care less, right? Like, but it's when I feel like the person's not being honest. I think that's like for me at least.
Yeah, that's why I'm like super aware of like, because like 2 times there I was like, hey, seems like it's too emotional.
Right.
Maybe both of you guys are saying true shit, but you're saying true shit like this, dumbass. And it's like okay,
right.
Yeah. Oh, wait, let's do the looking thing. Everybody do the looking thing. What's up, Maxim?
Pretty good.
Are you still busy?
Nah, it's just my cat that's doing some sounds and stuff like that.
You want to talk about God? I'm down.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so you can go. I'm if you're a Christian, I'm an anti-theist. I think that the Christian God does not exist. I hold a positive belief.
Yeah, but before that, can I ask some things about veganism and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, why are you a vegan?
Yeah, because I think that you shouldn't be able to take the life of something that doesn't want to die if you don't have to.
Okay, that's a fair point. And how it has been treating you, like, are you getting enough, let's say, protein, fats, and stuff like that?
I don't know. I'm an ethical vegan. I'm not a health vegan.
You're not a what?
I'm not a health vegan. I'm an ethical vegan. If it were the case that
Uh,
being vegan was unhealthy, I would still do it.
oh, I see. So, like, if you run over something, like, you would have roadkill for dinner.
Yeah, I could do that. And in
Oh,
fact,
that's
if I order an Impossible Whopper and there's a menu item called the Impossible Tasty Whopping Actual Burger, and they just mishear me and they bring me a cheeseburger, not only am I going to eat it, I'm going to be excited because cheeseburger yum, right? But
Not your fault.
yeah,
Yeah, I see. Alright, so what do you want to talk about God, like existence,
yeah. Do you
existential
think that you have good
problems?
reasons to believe in God?
Well, to be honest, yeah, I think so. Earlier, I was talking to Monkey Boy, and he was pretty upset that I didn't really have good reasons then.
Yeah, Monkey Boy's a gibberish generator, but I love him.
Yeah, he's cool.
Monkey Boy's very philosophically inclined, but he's impatient, and that's okay.
Yeah, I mean, we all wrong. So,
But so I don't care about like if the belief is true and you're right, cool. If the belief is false and I'm right, cool. I don't really care about that. I care about the good reasons part. Most people will do the belief thing without the good reasons part, right? So what reasons do you think are good reasons?
well, how can life come from non-life? How can it just appear out of nowhere from like atoms
Do
that,
you think that God made life from non-life?
well, he created us in his image and he's very much alive.
Okay. Do you think that dirt is life?
Well, yeah, because all of the 17 elements that are used to make dirt are in our body, like carbon,
Wait.
oxygen.
Do you think that a handful of dirt is alive?
Oh, well,
It
physically
can
not.
be. With God's
No,
touch, it can become life.
it's
One
not.
second, Colton. What'd you say, Maxim?
No, well, dirt is not alive.
Okay. Do you agree that God made Adam out of dirt?
Do I agree? Do I agree? What?
God made Adam out of dirt.
Yeah, sure.
So do you think that God made life out of non-life?
Well, yeah, but he made it in his image and he also put a soul in that. So that's actually the most important thing, that we have a soul, because something without a soul, it's not alive.
Yeah. So you said that you can't make life from non-life. Is that true in all cases, or is there a special case where it's not true?
I would guess no, it's not. I mean, in all cases, it's not.
Yeah. So it's either going to be the case that in all cases you can't make life from non-life, in which case how did God do it? Or you're saying in all cases you can't make life from non-life except for this special case where God did it.
Well, God did it because he is omnipotent and he can do whatever he pleases.
You think that God can do evil?
He cannot do evil because he is
Okay.
all good, but he is very much just.
Yeah, so this is kind of the conversation we were talking about the other day, right? Where you were like the logical problem of evil was being brought up. You think that God can do whatever he pleases, but he cannot do evil.
Well, if he wanted, he can, but he chooses not to.
You think if God did something evil, that it would be evil?
Well, it depends on what it is, because, I mean, in the Old Testament, he was doing things that we would consider evil, but they were in some way or another just.
Yeah, so do you think that God doing a thing that we as morally imperfect beings perceive to be evil, do you think that God doing that thing, you think he's performing evil, or do you think we're just mistaken?
Both. I mean, in someone's eyes, in our eyes, because we don't understand it, that's evil. But in his eyes, that will probably make a very big difference.
Okay, so in God's mind, if something is not evil, is it evil?
No, why would it be?
Okay, so when God was like, drowning all the infants of the earth, right? And if you were to look at that and say that's evil, you would just be incorrect, right? Because God thinks it's good.
Well, yeah, because then the earth was again full of sins and 1 second, I have to kick out
I'm agreeing that it's good. I'm just saying, like, is drowning all the infants of the world good?
Wait, give me 1 second, I have to kick out my cat.
I just want to
Also,
clarify.
we don't contain the same components as dirt.
I just want to clarify with him, Zach, whether he thinks that like God can do evil, or like God does things that are seemingly evil to us in the long run will be good, which by necessity makes those things good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, good for a greater good. Yeah,
they're things that ought occur because they lead to a good.
exactly. Yeah, that's a good clarification. He said he was going to kick his cat, so I mean that's weird, but
Cat abuse. That was just
Maxim,
strange. We have the same components as dirt.
I know.
Or
Yeah,
clay even.
yeah. Maxim, are you done kicking your cat? Come on, man. I mean, you're just asking about veganism. If you're not even interested, like
Kicking your cat. Is that what they call it nowadays?
oh my god, is that a euphemism?
These young and
Somebody in the comments said kick out his cat, but whatever. Yeah, man, read the room.
You're the second human I've heard who can do that whistle.
I wish I could freaking whistle.
Yeah, try regular whistling, and then you can freaking whistle. Yeah. It's easy to do once people know how.
I can't
You
whistle.
just whistle. You just whistle, and then you hum, and that's it. You know. Maxim. What's up, buddy?
Back.
Sorry, I didn't mean to yell at you. Right? If I would have just been a little bit more patient, you'd be back.
Evolve to mute.
Not Evolve trying to do it on mute. That's funny, brother. Okay, Maxim, what's up?
I kicked out my cat and got some shit to eat.
Oh, okay. I mean, those two sentences together sound weird, but yeah.
You never know if I'm eating my cat.
No, well, I wasn't. That wasn't the worry there. It's like
I thought it was the cat poo.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe your cat was using the litter box, and then you kicked it out so you could have some shit to eat.
Bro, I was about to say, are you getting litter box cookies?
That, to be honest, sounds pretty good with like some flour and shit.
Una matata.
Okay, so Maxim.
Yeah.
Do you think that God can fail?
No. He
Okay.
cannot.
Do you think that God's goal, when concerning Adam and Eve, was to create two beings that did the good?
Yeah, I think that. I mean,
Do you think that goal obtained?
no, it was
So
not.
did you think that God failed if that was his goal, and it didn't obtain?
No, us humans.
I
failed.
feel like that's so easy though. But okay, keep going.
Us humans failed because Adam and Eve allowed Satan into their heart. God said you can eat from every singular tree other than this one. And after that, a snake comes around and says, "Oh, eat it. God just doesn't want you to be like him." And
Okay.
Eve eats it, then goes to Adam. "Oh, eat it. Eat it. I ate it, so you can try it too." And after that, God comes. "What have you done? Why have you eaten from the tree?" And and then he just punishes them because he told them. He commanded
Yeah,
them.
but Maxim, the question is Satan in the Garden of Eden, is that evil?
Well, he can come in many forms, but
Wait,
yeah,
sorry.
he was.
Sorry. I'm not asking about his forms. Satan, when he was in the garden, was Satan evil?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, Hale, you can join right now if you want. I'm just talking to Maxim about religion, and then we can debate veganism. I told Hale that we would debate veganism, like actually debate it today. So. Okay. Yeah. So Maxim, when Satan was in the Garden of Evil, I mean Garden of Eden, was Satan evil?
Yeah, whatever. What?
When Satan was in the Garden of Eden, was Satan evil?
Yes, he was. Very much so.
Could Satan have entered the garden without God's permission, or if God didn't want him to?
Well, he obviously did.
I didn't say what he did. I said could he have entered the garden if God didn't allow it?
If God didn't allow it, then he couldn't have. But I guess he
Okay,
just
so it
wanted
seems
to test
like we keep framing this as like Satan was testing them, but God was allowing that to happen, right?
Yeah.
So if God's goal was to create two beings that did the good, maybe that goal would be easier to be obtained if he didn't allow Satan to tempt them.
Maybe, but I am not God to say. I can only speculate.
Yeah, but I mean that's okay. You can claim that like God has. So do you think that you have reasons to all the? You think you have access to all the reasons that guide God's conduct?
To what?
Do you think that you have access to all of the reasons God has to do actions?
Well, not all of them, because I am just a human and I have to follow logic.
So if the result that we can draw from that is God has at least some private reasons, would you say that's a fair conclusion?
I would say so, yes, because he's just a different being with a lot more power than us.
Okay, so if you agree that God has private reasons, would you agree that there's no way for us to know what those private reasons are?
Well, he will always tell us in some form, but we just have to figure it out. I mean, I haven't figured out a lot of things.
Wait, do you think that even if we figured out all of God's reasons that he wants us to be able to figure out, you think he could have any private reasons?
Yes, because he's still a being.
Okay, so for the private reasons that are private, no matter how much investigation we do you agree that there's no way for us to ever know those private reasons?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How do you know that one of those private reasons isn't making you believe the story of the Garden of Eden, when in fact it was an all deceitful God who made the earth?
Well, that's where faith comes to play, and like the Holy Spirit, I cannot talk. The Holy Spirit.
Yeah. So, how do you know that one of the private reasons isn't making you think that faith is a reliable belief-forming mechanism when it's not?
Well, because God is our love and our good. He is always just, and he cannot do no bad.
How do you know that one of the private reasons isn't making you believe all that stuff when it's not true?
Well, I cannot know that, but that's what I.
Okay, if you can't know that, then there's no reason for you to think otherwise.
No, I don't agree. I mean, I have seen a lot of things change in my life after following Christ, so I would not stop.
Yeah, and let's say like if you believed in Christ and nothing changed, you would turn your back on Christ, right? Let's say that the all deceitful God knew that, and so after you turned to him, just to keep you there, he made some stuff change in your life just to keep you hooked. How do you know that that's not one of his private reasons?
Well, because the first time I started being a Christian, I was doing a lot of bad. Well, I was doing the best I can, and I still didn't have a reason to believe in God or anything like that. I tried it out a bit more for like a month. Then I changed my mind. I said I'm gonna stop. But something in me was telling me to continue. I continued, and after around a year or so, my life got better.
Yeah. So, maybe do you know the objection I might raise to what you just said?
No.
Okay. It's going to be very similar to the past 10 objections I've made, which is like, how do you know that one of the reasons God has that he keeps a secret, right, is to make you think that, the Bible is true, or that, when you started becoming a Christian after a year, your life got better, or, that your sense data is reliable. How do you know that one of God's private reasons isn't to make you think all that stuff, and it's not true?
Just faith. You have to have faith in him.
Okay, and do you know the objection I might raise to that?
And what would that be?
You don't have any idea?
No, not really.
Yeah, so how do you know that one of his private reasons isn't that faith is good when faith is actually bad?
I cannot know that.
Okay, then why believe?
Because, as I said, my life has dramatically changed over a year for the best. I have, when I'm praying, I have felt things that. Wait 1 second.
I kind of made a bad inference earlier. I don't know if you guys saw me cringe. I was like,
You saw it.
if you can't say that, then how do you know anything? And I was like, ooh, that doesn't really follow. But anyway,
I'm sorry about that.
no, you're good. No, it was me that made a bad inference. I'm just, I was just cringing at my own debate tactics.
No, you're very patient with me. Thank you for that.
So it sounds like you're. It's going to have trouble disabusing you of any religious notions if the primary thing that's convincing you is your subjective experience of religion, right? You feel bliss when praying. Is that the primary thing you're saying motivating you? How do you respond to people that say that they get a similar numinous experience praying to a God that isn't yours?
I didn't hear you.
How do you respond to people that say that they have a similar numinous or transcendent experience praying to a God that isn't yours? Like they pray to Allah or Vishnu or whoever.
Well, no one has ever told me that, so I do not have an answer.
Okay, but let's say someone does, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Let's say someone says that they feel the same bliss, an equivalent level of bliss that you do when they pray to Vishnu. Because those claims are metaphysically incompatible, right? Only one of them can be a true path to salvation. So how do you respond to that?
Yeah, I mean, one of them can be. Well, I would try and convince them that he, like, Izmar isn't the real God, and that's it. I mean, I still
Got mods in
believe.
the chat. Sorry.
No, you're good.
What did you say, Jesse?
Do you have mods in the chat?
I'm not sure. I have 30 mods already, though.
I'm not asking you to mod me. I was just getting someone to look at the chat.
Sorry, I've been too busy talking nonsense. No, yeah, like Max. The only reason I asked is because it seemed like your primary motivation for holding your beliefs wasn't evidential, like based on this discussion I just saw you have. And if that's the case, like, I was curious as to how you would disentangle other faith-based claims from your own in terms of their actual like veracity, their veracity, like their truth. If it's just a case of, go ahead, sorry.
Well, I haven't read any other holy book like the Quran, or I don't know what even the religion is called when somebody follows Krishna. Is it Hinduism or something? I have to look more into those two. But with Islam, there are many contradictions in the Quran.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I thought I was muted.
No, you're good. Don't worry. Like, I have talked to a couple of Muslims, and the host got mad and gave us all like 5 minutes to talk. I just wrote all the stuff down that every single Muslim said, and after that I just started saying what they were saying from their holy book, and they started saying, "Oh, I don't understand," and it all just contradicted itself.
I mean, I have a whole notebook full of Christianity in the Bible.
No, that's nice.
Well, so let's say that there was just a garbage debater that you were talking to that couldn't defend the Muslim faith at all. Does that mean that like claims that the Quran makes can't be true?
Well, it's possible that the claims that he's making are true, but I have talked to like 20, 30 of them, of Muslims, and most of the times they interrupt me. They are ignorant when I make a point, and every time that I say that something is contradicting itself by their Quran or holy book, they just say, "Oh, I don't understand."
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, well, I mean, that aside, right? There's going to be. Well, maybe this is meta, and maybe this is not very helpful, but I can think of a recent time where I was talking to you where I kept bringing up the same objection, and then you would raise a point, and I would ask like, do you know what objection I might raise? And it didn't occur to you to check what you just said with the previous objections I had raised to see if that objection applied to what you were currently saying.
Yeah,
Yeah, do you remember that? It was a couple minutes ago.
yeah, I remember that very clearly.
Yeah, so it seems like, when somebody deeply believes something, there just might be some motivation to block epistemic access to some objections about that view, right? Like, I don't know, like, give me a claim about can you think of a claim about Christianity that I couldn't use that private reasons objection on?
Hmm. The Moses split the Red Sea.
You know that there's like a consensus among historians and biblical scholars that Moses was not a real person.
How?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know how. I'm just saying that there is.
Oh, I will look into them later.
Okay.
Thanks
But
for that.
but let's see. So the question is, do you think that one of God's private reasons would be to make you think that Moses split the Red Sea when Moses did not split the Red Sea, even if Moses was real?
I would guess not, because in the Bible it says that he's a loving God and he will hide things from us.
Do you know what objection I could raise to this?
No.
Yeah. What lets you believe that one of his private reasons couldn't be to make you think he's a loving God when he's not? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, you're doing it still.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah. And there's just gonna be a big problem around like, yo, Izmar. Oh, sorry, never mind.
Yo, what's up?
Yeah, so I know that you're a big like Googler. I was just wanting to know if you'd be interested in Googling like consensus of whether Moses was a real person or not.
Yeah, I can Google it.
It's not that there's consensus he wasn't real as much as there's consensus that there's no evidence for his existence.
Yeah.
And also that some of the stories attributed to Moses seem to come from different writing styles or different tales, different lines.
Yo, Hale, are you I mean, if Ismar's breaking tradition, you guys are not obligated to have face cams on anymore, But I know that everybody here's pretty chill about it, so Hale, do you want to come up and debate veganism? Maxim, I think it's a good time for us to take a step back, but I want to talk to you again anytime. But you can stay, you can hang out.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay for a bit.
Okay.
I just Googled it. The first I like to do it with the first thing that comes up, so it's consistent in Google. But it says the first thing that comes up, it says there is no consensus, or there is a consensus on the existence of Moses. Various ancient texts, including religious scriptures and historical writings, support this view. However, from an archaeological standpoint, evidence directly attesting to the existence of Moses as an individual is sparse.
Yeah, when I Googled it too, it said that like very similar. The majority of scholars see the biblical Moses as a legendary figure.
Yeah, that guy was a legend. That's what they mean. I'm just kidding.
Damn for me.
Legend, wait for it.
How do you know this is true? Appeal to authority? Yeah, Hale. So just to be clear, appeal to authority is not what the fallacy is called. It's appeal to improper authority. So.
Hi, Zach.
Hey, Angel. Love you.
Thank you. Love you.
Actually, if you're picking a logical fallacy, it'd be closer to bandwagon because it's an appeal to the consensus of authorities.
Yo, Timball. If I'm a flaming lib, if you mean liberal, and by flaming if you mean gay, and by atheist if you mean somebody who doesn't think God is real, and if by think abortion is okay that you mean pro-choice, I'm all of those things. So if you want to talk, I'm down.
Guilty as charged.
Yeah.
I'm actually an apatheist.
Ooh.
But I still think abortion's okay.
I think I'm going to start saying that a patheist.
For a while, I was an evangelical atheist. So
I've been getting pushback on the way that I say these words. So you guys just tell me, yeah, equivocal, analogical, and univocal.
Univocal?
Univocal.
Univocal.
I mean, I don't think there's a correct way to say it. I'm just saying, like, I say it univocal. Other people say it univocal or univocal. But I just, like, I don't get, like, how it's, like, even if I say it different, I don't get how it's weird that, like, the meaning's lost or something.
It's weird.
You said it's weird, Angel?
English is weird.
Yeah, English is weird.
As long as the person listening understands the message as sent, successful communication has been achieved. We're fine.
Successful communicate. Huh?
Words have one meaning and they can be said one way only.
Yeah, because God gave Adam English. Adam spoke English.
He wrote the Bible by hand in King James.
Yeah, maybe you heard about Jesus. He wrote the freaking Bible.
Hi, Jesse.
Zach, I promised little Crotty and Dean that I would reread the Quran.
McCarty's on Alive right now.
Oh, he is?
Dean is...
Really? I'm reading it right now. I'm on chapter 4.
Oh, really?
No, I just like saying chapters when referring to holy books. I'm reading my Bible right now. I'm on chapter 6.
By the way, does anyone play chess in here?
I do.
I play checkers.
Who asked that?
I
Oh,
have like a
cool.
500
Yeah.
score.
Does anyone want to play?
What's that score thing called? The
Oh yeah,
the
I
good
know what you
people.
mean.
Elo.
Giraffe plays chess.
Yeah, I start a new account and then it starts at like 800 and then it just starts progressively getting lower and lower and then I just start a new account and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna be better this time.
Yeah, same.
Is the best score? Is the best score high or low?
Higher. Like the good guys, I think are at like 2,500, and I think it starts you out like 700 or 800, and then I just bomb it to 300. I'm like, all right, I need a new account.
Yeah. I know what you mean, bro.
Yeah, mine's over 1 million.
I'm not smart enough to do chess.
Bro, it's Chat GPT.
Same.
It bothers me how constrained GPT is with image generation. It fucking annoys me. I much prefer what's it called? The other one.
After Effects?
No, Midjourney is pretty good. For
Oh
image
yeah,
generation.
dude. Midjourney is like the one where it's like the trippy like ones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
In Midjourney can like you can give it like an idea and say do it in the style of like I don't know, Basquiat, and it'll like give you something. It's quite cool.
Well, did you say an artist name that's not Van Gogh?
I did, yeah. I actually you'll like this.
Flamin'.
Actually. Let me find it for you. You'll like this one.
There are no artists that aren't Van Gogh. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm an artist absolutist.
I'll put Pieter Bruegel against Van Gogh any day.
Okay, you guys are both liberals, I can tell. Huh? She was barking, so I'm just gonna take her out in case. Come on, Daisy. It doesn't seem like she's very motivated to get up. Okay, there you go. No, Bart's talking about. He's not talking about wrecking us.
Are you dog walking a God believer right now?
Wait, host, are you the P1, P2 conclusion guy? That's such a vague.
Are you the guy that does syllogisms?
Yeah.
Find you.
Are you the guy who speaks in English on here?
Oh man.
Oh yeah. Yeah. This is like fucking Midjourney's so cool for this stuff. Like you can just tell it. Like I did like Jan 6th in the style of Guernica.
I love
Oh no, dude! Me and Izmar talked about J6 earlier.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
He said he was a big fan. I'm just kidding. Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, let us see the dog, man.
I don't see a dog. I saw your pants.
Yeah,
Are you
I
kidding
guess.
me?
Let us see the puppy.
Dog
What's up,
hog.
Mars? Daisy.
One million dollars.
Possible. Well, yeah. Thanks, Paul Tassi. I hope you have a great day.
Oh, she's adorable.
Sigma,
Hey,
Sigma.
Do
if
you believe in God if I gave you $1 million?
Yeah,
I
sure.
need to drop whenever Hale wants to come up, just let me know.
All right. I probably value anybody on this panel more than Hale, so might not. I'm just kidding.
But I want to see his. Well, I just want to see that.
Yeah, I mean, like judging his skill of debating regular stuff. I mean, veganism is an easy debate for vegans.
How is that?
Huh?
How the fuck is that the case?
What do you mean? It's just something that like people's intuitions go against, but they do it anyway. So it's easier to appeal to their intuitions.
What does an intuition prove? I have an intuition Jesus is true.
Okay. Then Jesus is true.
I mean, that's dumb.
Wait, what do you mean?
We don't something just because I have an intuition doesn't mean something's true.
Hey Mars, I saw a video of you saying no, God is not real. No, you don't believe in the universe.
You sent
Where
me that
God created
video.
it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Tim said, "Here comes a P1, P2."
I have like 1,000 hours of me proving God. I have a video of that.
Yeah, but the one that we're talking about was after. So maybe you denounced your faith, rendering your thousands of hours of God proved useless.
I did hear him denouncing his faith, though.
Ooh, I didn't either.
He said he doesn't believe in heaven. He doesn't believe in God. He said God's not real. That's true.
Doesn't matter what I say. God's real regardless of what I say.
Welcome to the dark side.
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
Darth Vader or Darth Dawkins?
Both of them are evil.
Yeah.
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 I'm an acolyte of Darth Dawkins, by the way.
We can tell.
Yeah.
An acolyte? Wait, an acolyte or a batcolite?
Shut up.
What's up, Leo? Hey, Leo, did I get your shit taken down yesterday? It like right as I was finishing a point, I accidentally said like kill instead of unalive, and then it like the live ended. So I just didn't want to. Hey, Darth Dawkins.
I love you, P. Mars.
P. Mars, your acolytion is in the chat.
He's the Dark Lord.
He is the Dark. I love Darth Dawkins. We had like an hour conversation about like movies and stuff. What's up, Evolve?
Oh, he came in and I did the like he's back Voldemort thing.
I know this.
Oh yeah. One time I was debating Darth Dawkins, and out of nowhere I just I hate sand summer. It's rough and soft. It gets everywhere. But yeah, I was debating Darth Dawkins one time, and I just started choking out of nowhere, and his cam turned on for a split second, and he was doing this, and I was like, no. And I've been a believer ever since.
Send me that video.
I've been a believer ever since.
Evolved kind of looks like Harry Potter, no?
He does.
We just need to put that one little mark on your head, man.
You know, Christianity grants you access to powers that some consider unnatural. So
yeah, true.
Viral.
Yo, Haiku or Maxim. I'm gonna drop you to see if Darth wants to come up with it. That's okay.
you can keep them up. I'm going to shoot up because I'll pick my fiance up from the train station.
You can drop me. Okay.
I'll see you guys shortly.
Fine.
Damn, everybody's dropping now. Okay, Darth.
I'll be back in a minute, Zach.
Okay, that's fine.
Car around the corner.
Come back, we're sunflower siblings now.
You can come up if you'd like. Heart.
He can't come up because he's banned.
Couldn't come up.
Huh?
He's
I heard Darth Vader
banned.
couldn't come up earlier.
He's banned?
He's banned.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Because he just raised his voice against some.
Oh, the liberal snowflakes banned him?
They like the AI can tell if you raise. If I start yelling at you, I'll get banned.
Oh yeah.
That's nice.
I think that seems how it works.
Let's test this out then. Listen up here, P Mars. Listen up.
No, you gotta like blow your mic out.
Okay, wait. Okay.
No, like, destroy the mic is what he
Sounds like some of them like deep throat their
Is
mic.
this okay? Is this good?
You can't do it, dude.
P Mars, listen to me. If
You
this
suck
if
at
this